go directly to Nami. As a reminder for people who aren't familiar how to participate in the chance to win one of those prizes we were talking about, during this event you'll hear us talking about incentives and prizes. This means that you can get to vote with your wallet to name characters, get our runners to complete difficult or ridiculous tasks, or help pick which story you get to see in certain games. You'll also become eligible to win prizes donated by community members, and all donations do go to NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. For more information, check out the channel bio for a link to the 2018 tracker. Alright, I hit that refresh button. We got a few donations now, so let's talk about $10 from Blackfire67, who says, gotta make sure that Charmley gets punched. Also got $10 from Anonymous, just says Fire Emblem, with a nice little smiley face. And $75 from Anonymous with no comment. Thank you all for your donations to Nami.
はい、というわけで、次のゲームがファイアーエムブレム、まあ、蒼炎の軌跡というゲームになります。ちなみに、中さんが、もう帰ってきてからすぐにサガフロンティアの解説の方に入られたので、ほとんど何も準備もしてないので、今ちょっと休憩リアルタイムアタックに行きました。というわけで、また、引き続き私、マウスの方がやらせていただきますんで、よろしくお願いします。といっても、私が入ってもね、ゲーム全然ここら辺のゲーム、タイトルしか知らないけどやってみたかったっていうのは多かったんですけどね。解説の方はできないので、いや、できないです。ごめんなさい。本当にごめんなさい。解説はできないです。いや、やり込んだゲームって少ないんですよ、実は。あ、このゲームやりたかった、あれゲームやりたかったなっていうのはすごい思ってるんですけど、学生時代は本当勉強をこう、ね、やれってね、押し付けられたからね、もうほとんどゲームできてないんです。もっとやりたかったっすもん、本当に。まあ、もし、リストリームとか配信の方で、まあ、トラブルがあったりとか、何かあった時の、が、私の、こう、本当の仕事なので。ティアマトおばさんが強くて、セネリアがアイク大好きだって覚えてればなんとかなる。なるほど。どうなんでしょうね。実は私、ジャパニーズリストリームとか、その RPA ジャパンの方には一切関わりがなくて、急遽、やるっていう話を、やるっていうのを見て、こう、手伝いますってわーって来たんですよね。実況にも多分なってないよ。実際にゲームの。こう、ティアマトおばさんって見て、今パッと思いついたのが、ちょうどさっきまでちょっとグラブルいじってたんで、別のティアマトを思い浮かべてましたね。いやー、自分もやんなきゃいけない。グラブルもやんなきゃいけないんだけどな。
Thank you guys for keeping those donations coming. So I got something to do. I
got
$10
まあ、中さんが戻ってくる間なので、よろしくお願いします。またリアルタイムアタック。
Also got $15 from Strata, who says, just happened to be on vacation the week this was going on.
一応自分も自分の担当時間のゲームを調べてウィキとかは見てるんですけど、あとまあ短いものであればその参考動画ですかもう見たりはしてるんですけど、今回ちょっと長すぎて全部見切れないっていうのとかあったりしたんで、なかなかね。増税の報復やらなきゃいけない。そう、まあさっき1本ちょっとドロップしたんで、剣の方がちょっと楽になったかなと。そうっすね。今月土有利なんで頑張ってくださいと。逃げるなって。ああ、なるほど。ファイアーエンブレムなんてエースで突っ込んで、直接療養武器、直感療養武器にぶん投げるだけだから。必殺錬金。ああ、錬金なんてあるんだ。いや、逃げてない。自分の担当時間以外はちゃんと回りますよ。はい。今からちょっとかなり時間が1時間くらい予定がずれちゃってるんですけど、まあ、今からファイアーエンブレムの方始まりますんでね、楽しみにしてた人は、まあ一緒に楽しめてみれたらなと思います。草原の特徴として体当たり。ノックバックみたいなやつか。あ、そうなんだ。体格重要なんだ。 もうね、グラブルの方は時間かける、もうあれは時間かけるゲームだから、本当頑張るしかないですね。はい、本当それは助かります。もう本当自分わからないので。わからないですが、わからないゲームが多すぎる。あ、押し出しか。チャット欄で、あ、へえ、スキルやつな2マスぶっ飛ばしたんですけど、そういうのも使っていくのかな。いや、グラブルは時間じゃなくていや、お金よりも多分あれは時間ですよ、完全に。うん。自分も8ヶ月前くらいから始めました。8ヶ月、何ヶ月くらいか前からちゃんとやり始めてますけど、うん。どっちかっていうと、時間ですね。I'm so excited to see it being run. Had to get in for those sweet Fire Emblem prizes. Thank you for all the work that you do. まあ、解説者の方はいつでも募集しておりますのでね。まあ、最終日とその後は、その前の前日は土日なんで、まあ、金曜日の夜から、朝方ですね、にかけてのゲームの解説者も随時募集しております。もちろん平日も募集しております。雑談相手やる人やらないって、私は結構結構喋るの好きな方なんで、もちろん逆に回ることはもうやりますけど。Also got the choice for which character gets puff puffed. That is currently Jessica sitting at $10. ブラブラね、ゲームやる時間作るのは大変そうですね。まあもうね。ティアマスさんは最初から仲間にいて馬乗ってるからとても強い。ああ、やっぱ馬乗ってると強いんだ。シミュレーション、昔の古いシミュレーション RPG でよくこう短期でこう強くしてたのってなんだっけな、バハムートラグーンっていうゲームが昔あって、どっちかっていうとファイアーエンブレムシリーズよりもそっち側をやってたかな。うん。本当一機だけ強くしてクリアしてったっていう覚えはありますね。はあはあはあ。ね、昔のスクエニじゃない、スクエアのゲームは好きでしたね。どんなキャラクターなんだろう、ティアにとって。さあ、始まりますね。ファイアーエンブレムの草原の奇跡。あ、ごめん、ちょっと、ドネート確認するの忘れてた。
I'm LK47.
I'm the dude who went underestimate yesterday.
Yes. And I'm Esgrunt. And this game does have an in-game time, so.
I'll just change the rules real quick.
All right. You want to count me off, or should I give a countdown?
Up to you.
All right. Why don't you give me a countdown? Make it
all right. Let's make it happen. Let's have the whole room do it, huh?
Let's do it.
Let's go, starting at 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
さあ、カウントダウンとともに、ファイアーエンブレムの方が始まりましたと。あ、本当だ。日本語だ。アイク。これ主人公だよね、多分ね。
Even these animations are slower than most other Fire Emblem games, but the animations, if you have them on, are really long.
Yeah, it gets kind of annoying, but oh well. So this is a prologue. It's kind of a tutorial chapter. There's nothing that can really go wrong unless you forget to heal, which, spoiler alert, I've forgotten to do so in runs before, so I avoided another run killer right there. Congratulations, me. Alright, so we have Ike here. He's the main character. He's also like in Brawl and Smash 4, so you might know him from there.
He fights for his friends.
He very much fights for his friends, yeah. So he's kind of a unit who has kind of meh base stats being a term for your starting stats, but he has really good growth rates, which is a term for your likelihood of gaining stats in each level up. So he kind of turns into a pretty decent unit long term, but he has a kind of a slow start, especially given that he doesn't have a good weapon selection. But we're going to be training him up in the long run because he's going to be really important for endgame. Be trained up. And also,
今ので終わりなの
Black Knight apparently, so
早っ。
that's going to be exciting.
Yeah, he actually has to be the one to kill the final bosses or recover.
ランスナイト。うわー、すげえ。やっぱ移動速度。あ、ティアマド。これがティアマドか。
Alright, so we got a bunch of new units. The only
え
really important one
アイクがついてきた
is
の
Red Girl on a horse. She's kind of OP. Her name is Titania, and we're going to be referring to her a lot because she's going to be carrying the first third of the run. She has a mount, so she has very high mobility. And in this game, mounts have an ability called Canto, which means they can move again after any action, using their remaining movements, including attacking. She also
あー
has
で、左のなんか隠しアイテム取ってんのか。
So she just starts off really
うわ、
powerful.
強っ。
She
ティアマ
she's
ド。
also technically a
ティアマド
second tier
強っ。
unit, so despite the fact she's level 1,
あ、
she's more like a
これ
level
ユニットに
21
同情できるんだ。
whereas
へ
everyone else is a
え。
first tier unit.
And she, even though her bases are relatively low for a second tier unit, she actually has good enough growth that she's a viable unit no matter what you're doing, pretty much.
Yeah, she kind of fits the character archetype of a lot of Fire Emblem games, where there's a certain character called Jagen, I think.
Yeah.
In Fire Emblem 1, where he's basically a second tier paladin with decent base stats but terrible growth rates. Titania kind of fits that, except he has good growth rates instead of bad.
ディスガイアの配信も見てたんですけど、こうシミュレーションゲームの RTA のこうやってる方々ってすごいなんか操作が正確だなとか思っちゃいますね。よくこれをこんだけ早くできるよな。
Like saying they're bored.
All keys.
あ、すげえ。
But yeah, there are different chapter goals. In the previous chapter, the goal was to seize, which is a lot of maps. Seize,
こんな早く自分操作できないって言ってたもん。あ、ヒットポイントが。
and then seize. Alright, Titania just joined us. She's gonna be kind of important because
救出直後に下ろせないから隣のユニット
we
で。
also
へ
don't want to have her
え。
hog all the experience because we do want to funnel some experience into Ike. So we kind of want to find a balance of like making sure Ike has enough experience
避け
to
た。
carry himself later on, but also to
ね、
not
慣れないと
waste
ずれそうですね、本当に。
Why would we want to go fast?
早っ。本当操作
Path
早
of
い。
Radiance AI. Sometimes in Path of Radiance, and by sometimes I mean almost always, if the enemy unit's low on health, we're just gonna run away and use
自分どっちかっていうとこういうRTS の方をやってるんですけど、RTS ってどっちかっていうとこう右クリックでダダダダって選択して細かくマウス操作するからまたちょっと動きが違うような気がするんですけどね。こういうなんかコマンドを動かすっていうよりは。あとはホットキーとかで全部やっちゃうから。あ、そうなんだ。ティアマトは最初から上級職だから強いの。へえ。全然食らってないもんな。ほんと一気がけって感じだ。しかも2回攻撃でそのまま反撃して倒してる。強っ。
Counter! Yes! Counter!
Yeah, so this game has abilities with all
え、何今なんか緑の光ったのはなんだ？
which usually isn't worth very much as you can see it did 2 damage
もう終わった。
there. That's because
あ、
the damage
自分がやってたのは、
is basically
AOE3 ですね。AOE シリーズは1から3まで一応一通りやってます。ただ、最近はちょっと、右手の中指がおかしくなっちゃったんで、右クリックができなくなっちゃったんで、そこからやってないです。緑色はスキル。へぇ、スキルなんだ、これは。HP 吸収。ほう。上級職の牙はこれまでのシリーズでは弱いのが定番でしたが、これの1個くらい前からは強い。
have the ability to attack physically at a range.
あ、どうでしょうね。人気が高いかどうか。けど、だんだん向こう側も、会場の方も人増えてますね。
And he can tank a few hits pretty well. And it works out nicely because we can't turn off animations completely in this game, which is why a lot of people are kind of about this game because it's really slow paced. But in the case here, it works nicely for Sheenan because he's not going to be counterattacking much, which is good because you don't want to kill enemies you don't need to kill and or counterattack if you don't need to.
Yeah, and there's the main goal here is to kill the boss. The secondary goal
ああ、
is
ス
to
マ
save
ブラ
the
にアイク
girl you're
出
saving
てた。
back
それ
to
は
the
画面でなんか見たことある。
She is going to carry the run later.
Spoilers.
Yeah, you could say this is
Wow.
uh,
I didn't know that.
Fire Emblem Path of Marcia.
Thanks for
She
ruining
told-
everything.
あ、
She told
これも
me
2005年の
a few years ago.
ゲームなんだ。4月に発売され
In
て
the、future,
で、
as in
日本
3
以
years
外で
ago.
は北米、ヨーロッパ、オーストラリア、ニュージーランドで2005年の10月以降に順次発売されている。
We're gonna have Sheenan kind of be
ただ
a sword
若
for
干
these enemies.
海外だ
Tend to attack
と、
units
こ
that
れ
counterattack. Not always, but they usually do.
ティアマトがティターニアっていう名前らしいですね
We。have another unit.
Tanya.
His name is Gatry. He's an armor knight.
セネリ
He
オ
has
が
really high strength and
ソレン
defense, so he's
ステレンかな
but he has really low mobility.
ワユ
It's
が
gonna be useful
ミ
for
ア
like a few chapters
ル
just
キノが
because of his
ル
high strength and doing a lot of
ルシ
damage.
ルキア
Nice crit.
ルキアになってる。ちょっと変更があるみたいですね、向こう側とゲームとは。
But girl power. Yeah, this
Girl power.
the girls and the ladies
何
in
や
this
に
game.
で、ティアマトさんは基礎捨て高いのに成長率も高めのお助けキャラの鏡。草原は愛くいるし、海外人気高い。ちょっとどれだけ売れてるのかが、ウィキペディアの方に書いてなかったので、わからないですけど、まあ結構5個くらいでも出てるん
It
で
can、be 85, 90, or 95.
1、2、3、
She
4。
misses once, it's not the end of the
あ、け
world.
どヨーロッパとしか書いてない
One
の
thing
か。
that's worth,
Mm.
yeah, one thing that's worth mentioning
結構
is
いろんな
that
国で発売されてるみたいですね
percentages。you'll see on the hit calculations are not entirely accurate. It has kind of a bell curve effect because it calls two numbers.
そうですね、時間の方は左上の方に書いてあるんで、
Not for crits,
現地時刻を見ていただければなと思います。
abilities. But for hits, it means that if you're above 50%, then it's actually
ああ、やっぱなんかあるんだな。なんかあるんだな。海外だと2本目だか3作目のファイアーエンブレム。あ、そうなんだ。
Yeah, so like in the case
まあまあ何かしらの問題があるんでしょうね。うん。
the actual chances of hitting are like probably 98.
あ、今のが体当たりが。1マス
1
外れて。え、
Up to this chapter,
何あれ
this
え
game has a、mechanical
何
shoving
いじめでもしてるのどんどん
We
上
use
が。
three characters' turns to boost Sheenan, three
わざと
tiles,
押
and
し
puts him
出
to
して
the
んの
range of the boss. And this is a defeat boss chapter, so we want to moving in the
自分のユニットにもできるんだ
The。boss has a
hold on.
で、それで、
That soldier can
ガー
attack
ってやっ
Sheenan,
ちゃっ
which
て
is
るのか。
bad because if he doesn't attack Sheenan, he attacks our healer. Wait, no. If he
ストーリー
attacks
がカット
Sheenan,
できるもの
then
は
the healer
全部カッ
Rice
トする。
is exposed to this sword user, and this sword user just kills Riz, which is really bad because you kind of need Riz for one chapter later on.
シノン。
Yeah, and the boss here has javelin, which is a 1 to 2 range weapon. You will see those used a lot
へー
because obviously they're very.
なんかこう、押し出し、体当たりで押し出しでできますよって言って、俺敵にそれを使うのかなと思ったら味方に使うんですね。
The
なるほど。
utility is that pretty much any unit, unless they have a longbow, which is a
多分自分普通にゲームしてたらそんなこと全然考えなかった。
they're going to be able to counterattack.
Yeah, which is why being locked to bows or swords is
いや、
kind of a
ほん
bad thing because
よく
bows
考えられてるよ
can
な
attack。one range, and swords don't have available two-range weapons, whereas lances and axes do have available 1 to 2 range weapons, which is why it's really important to be able to
めちゃくちゃ一人囲まれてるけど、あれ大丈夫なの
So it works out in our favor. You want to kill as few as
逆にあん
possible.
なこと怖くてできないわ。
And if all goes well here, he will get a crit.
One crit. We don't want two crits.
Yes, you want Titania to get the kill.
But
あ
Sheenan's、crit
これ
chance
が
is not
マイ
high.
ジンっていうのがボス
In
か
the。English version, he would have like a 15% chance of critting because snipers in this game
完全に四方ぶっ
Snipers, sword masters, and berserkers would get a 15%
やられてる。
bonus. But in the Japanese version, they don't get a crit bonus at all. So giving you less reason to use those classes compared to using characters on
あ
horses.
あ、上級者だから。
All hail the
ラ
horse.
ンクアップすると強いのか
Is that a girl horse?
I don't know
あ、
actually.
9兵なんだ。
There's probably something about it. Titania's version in
9
particular
兵っ
somewhere.
て基本的に後方で構えるもんじゃないの
That I remember.
Yeah, this chapter is a defense chapter, and we all and we
あ、
can't end
握
it
手会
early.
で、なる
We
ほ
all
ど
know
ね。
how much we love
敵
defense
がどこだから
chapters.
問題ないと。
So there is no way to end this early. We have to kind of chill for 6 turns, and we want to cut out as many animations as possible. So I'm doing a little bit of a setup here. to
これ何やっ
attacks as possible. Now here I can kind of get into a quick thing about LTCs, which is
人を連れ
for
て
low turn count challenge versus a speedrun, which they're similar in the sense that your goal is to optimize time in a speedrun, and in LTC your goal is to get the lowest turn count. And there are some similar
緑のマ
areas
ス
like high mobilities and good combat
に
skills,
敵が
forces,
入ると
so
敗
on.
北。
But like in the case of a chapter like this, in an LTC, you would go out of your way to try to feed experience to a lot of characters because it would help in the long run. But in a speedrun, you don't want to do that. In fact, in a speedrun, you want to train as few units as possible because you lose time for training more units. So in this case, we're just trying to avoid as much combat as possible compared to an LTC where you wouldn't. Alright, so yeah, Sheenan is unarmed, and he also has a nice skill.
シノン君、離脱しちゃうんだ。
What it's supposed to do is it
裏切ったなっ
increases
て
the enemy's likelihood
そん
of
な感じ
attacking
か。
them. I don't think anyone really knows how exactly it works with the numbers. No one really understands how the AI works 100% either. I don't know, but it's nice and consistent in this chapter. In the case of this chapter, I guess because he's unequipped.
They just wanted to provoke guys.
ティアマトでなんか殴る作業になってるような気がするけど。
Okay.
And right here, he's taking advantage of that and the fact that the enemies move in a particular
裏切り者が。
Yeah. So like Titania and Gatry.
あ、
are
シノンが
basically
狙われた。
What's a better wall than Titania and Gatry? A wall of enemy archers.
So the archers are going to keep attacking Shinon, and the enemy melee units
Who wants to enter? Have fun. Co-op world record. Let's go.
can't reach it.
Yes.
I did
You
it.
just have to do 2 more times.
And now, because Shinon is out of the way,
うわ、
archers
そうなんだ。
want
へ
to
え、
get out
初
of the
期値でも
melee
中盤までは
characters'
普通に
way.
戦えるくらい。
Melee characters are
強い
out
な。
of the archers' way, so it's an AI impasse.
Z button.
What am I doing?
Got it?
Yeah.
Z button. 1 up. A.
自分の勝手なイメージなんですけど、こう、何ターンか防衛しろっていう、
The second.
ミッションがあるマップとかって、大体こう、攻撃こそは防御だよねって言って、全滅させて終了の方が早くないっていう、なんかシミュレーションゲームの方
Got it?
が多いような気がするんだよね。
Good job. Good job.
Go me.
ちょっと待って、何これ
Than I did yesterday.
どういうことこれ
You're only
敵
supposed
を
to have one
敵もいいけど
you know?
9兵が戦闘になるように相手を誘導して、相手が殴ってこれない。
It's like
Ah,
different missions,
なるほど。
right? So you basically did 1 full run with 2 co-op runs.
Yeah.
ひどい、ひどい。
Alright, so this chapter has kind of a neat little gimmick. The enemy units don't actually know you're around here. So there's no enemy phase for a while. They're only going to start moving if you actually exit the woods. And the left path has way fewer enemies, so we're going to sneak Titania around.
なんか森の中に入っちゃってるんだけど。
And then this archer, this poor archer is going to get bopped. Out of nowhere.
Sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
He was on his lunch break.
Yeah.
あー、ティアマトさん強い。
You can't like hit and run. Like even if I could go back to this force tile, the enemies do notice you if you try to hit and run, so you can't cheese it that way. This chapter is kind of interesting. It's escape
完全一気掛け、
It's basically the same thing as a C's.
完全一気掛けになってる。
End the chapter by having
しかも攻撃して反撃で倒してしまうという。お、強い。
Except the difference is that if you have other units also escape, you get something called bonus experience. And bonus experience is kind of a mechanic you get into once we access to the base.
アイコを特定の地点まで運べばクリア。
Experience.
なるほど。
And by clearing chapters quickly, just clearing chapters by itself, or
無双つか無双すぎるね。
actually going to be pretty important in the first half of the run. Earlier this run, I also used a speed wing on Titania. A speed wing is a really valuable stat booster.
デイン兵。
Permanently increases your speed by 2. That's because the boss of this chapter, Titania, this boss is actually pretty strong.
あ、
and
一
Titania
人
actually can't double attack him. In order to double attack someone, you need at least 4 more speed than the target.
アイク
So,
が、一
anyway,
発で
that
結構
pushes
大きな
us
ダメー
above
ジ
the
を。
threshold to finish off the boss. But yeah, nothing much else to talk about, so we can squeeze in a
囲まれるんじゃないのこれって。
Absolutely, we got a ton of them.
Oh boy.
We got $75 from
これ
Snowfire.
で
Says, hey,
倒せるの
RPGLB2018
一発で。
Kirby
うわ。
Mastah, can you confirm or deny that Devdin, Danvid,
う
and
わ。
Ashnard are all the same
1
person?
ターンで。
Yeah,
They-
totally.
You can confirm or deny. Great. 1447 from Ronan Raven, who says, I've heard that someone on the couch
なる
doesn't
ほ
like
ど。
Fire
anime.
Emblem is totally not anime.
We've also got $10
ボスは
from
大抵動かない。
Steel Frost
へ
the Limit Breaker
ー
188, who says, here's $10 bucks. $10 to
珍
your
しい、
Jayhawk's
珍しい
awesome
な、なんか。
voice. That awesome voice that just botched your donation comment. My bad. $10 to
あ
Kizwan's、
レ
choice
イン
or
が
keys
こ
you
の
can
世界
choose
の
to
帝
split
国
with
なんだ。
Waru. Don't worry, there's no anime incentive, so I'm giving you a
あ、なん
break.
か武器が変わってる、ティアマ。さっき斧持ってたよね。それがランスなのかな、これは。ランスだか。
Yeah, I think J Moda's in the crowd right there.
So we get a co-op
Wave
donation.
high.
Awesome marathon so far. I've enjoyed everything I've seen up to this point. Congrats on the 30K, and let's keep the awesome donations coming in.
And if you donate now, I don't remember if it's $5 or $10, you get a chance to win this.
ほんとサクサク進んできますね。
My copy of Fire Emblem Echo Shadows of Valencia boxed.
That is $10 minimum donation.
$10. Okay, cool.
10-minute donation.
10-minute donation, yes.
So
Alright,
after
so-
some delegation with Aura, we're gonna put it toward the next unmet incentive.
結局
Keys, what did you do? Now I have a
結局育てるのってティアマトと主人公くらいしか育てないのこのゲームということは。
I came in sick and I slept with Keys in the bed. We shared the bed, sorry. We shared beds. So
Kirby.
I think I got him sick.
Kirby.
I don't want my personal life that on.
I apologize, that came out wrong.
You're
Alright,
not
so this
sorry.
chapter, there's gonna be a bunch of reinforcements and Sheetan and Gashri that
あ、
spawn.
これが投げやりなんだ。
After this girl recruits herself. Now, that's because
あれだよね、ああいうこうランスみたいな武器を見ると、こう魔界村のアーサーを思い出すよね。
Chapter, we want to spawn all the enemy reinforcements as early as possible, so we can kill more units more quickly.
あ、
We have to defeat all
へ
the enemy units on this big map. Nice crit. We also want to keep an eye on Ike's experience, which is
あ、
440. That should be fine.
ね、シミュレーションゲームだとね、ファイアーエンブレムとかタクティクスオーガとか、そういう方が、まあ、昔はなんか知名度高かった気がするな。あ、ドネートで四国戦うってあるんだ。俺、ドネートのページどこに置いたっけちょっといろんなもの広がりすぎて。わかんなくなってくる時間だよな。ごめんなさい。あ、これか。これだな。あ、ブラックナイトと戦うってありますね。あ、これもう目標金額達成してるんだ。うん、目標金額まで達成してますね。1000ドル。漆黒、ブラックナイト、漆黒の騎士、漆黒か。漆黒の騎士か。戦う、ありましたね。
And you want to be doing that as much as possible. And as Alec mentioned, there's also a way to go backwards in the unit list, which is where you open up a character status screen and go backwards, which is what I'm going to do every time.
芸人トマホーク。
Because Sheetan is conveniently 2 units
動い
above
とかし
Titania.
あ、そういう意味なんだ。
annoying on the Japanese version. Right here. Because these knights, in the English version, these knights generally have lower stats. So Titania can always reliably kill them in 2 hits. But in the Japanese version, they generally have a little slightly higher stats.
そんなに強いんだ、漆黒。
Occasionally, if they get lucky,
漆
because
黒さんって呼ばれてるけど。
Titania will fail to 2-shot a knight, which just happened right here. So I just
あ
lost like 10 seconds.
11
because
勝。
of that.
ってことはもうすぐなんだ。
So it kind of sucks, but I mean, you can't really do much about it.
Speaking of stats, one of the nice things this game has and what Kirby is playing on is called fixed growths mode. What that
あ、
means
5
is
ターン。
I
へ
don't remember
え
the。exact mechanics for it, but each enemy type of
わかりやすい。ていうか、ラスボスじゃん、完全に。
basically encourage
とにかくあんなの出てきたら。
a certain number of enemies of that kind, you'll get a growth on your next level up.
あんなの出てきたら勝てるわけないでしょ、あ
That
れバカ
means
だっ
is that
て。
with this routing, he's able to consistently get the stats that he needs, at least in these level ups here.
That was iffy because she had an 84 hit rate and she has to land 2 in a row. Sometimes she can one-shot the thief because again, enemy stats are random.
Yeah, thieves have high speed, and speed, one of the things
Yeah.
that contributes to besides.
グラブルやってるから多分グラブルでこう例えていただいたと思うんですけど、アルバハ HL ってエンドコンテンツでしょ。
Increases your dodge rate.
だから民家からエンドコンテンツが出てくるんでしょ。いや
The opposite is skill and luck. Skill increases
嫌
your
だ
hit
わ。
rate, which is surprisingly
どんだ
annoying
け
that
しょうもない
in
民
runs,
家だ。
if you're not manipulating it. And this, yeah, this run is not RNG manipulated. So it's just, if this was RNG manipulated, I'd be using random growths because you can rig perfect level ups all over the place.
け
But
ど今
in
戦
general,
って
just
んの
a
っ
fixed
て
growth
ほ
so
とん
that
どティアマト
give or take
と
a
なんか
point,
上にい
your
る
character's
ガ
gonna
ト
be
リー
within their averages.
しか戦ってないような気がするんだけど。
Manipulating this game is that
スキ
you
ルって
have
ダメージ
to
食らわない。
very specifically set up a seed. It's tricky to set up, and then if you mess it up once after that,
あ、
well,
ダメが入らないん
Yeah,
で、
because it's
強
more
さを
like
見
the
せつけ
convenience of
て、
having
後で
seeds
リベンジ
itself
する。
like in a
あ
GP Fire Emblem game, so you kind of have to keep the same seed from start to finish and make
ーじゃあある
sure it's
程度
close to
こう
your turn.
殴らないと
Also,
後々出
given
て
the
こないっ
fact
て
that
こと
no one's actually routed it because we're lazy. But even if it was routed, I would not use it in a marathon setting. But yeah, there's not much else because this is a pretty slow chapter. We watch these very, very exciting, very fast-paced night animations. So if we have a few more donations, feel free to squeeze them in.
Oh yeah, still got plenty. We got $25 from Kuo. I'm sure I pronounced that wrong.
QO, I think.
QO, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Says, hi Kirby, good luck, Magoo. Don't get memed too hard by Miracle, and I'll donate an extra $50 if you recruit the best character in the game, Neffany.
Oh. We'll have to think about that.
I mean, that's
Definitely possible.
We've also got $20 from Lewiston Churchill, who says, RPG Limit Break tends to coincide every year with a particularly rough patch in my fight with bipolar disorder. Watching this event and the VODs of runs I miss helps every year. What you are doing matters to people even before considering the benefit for Nami. Special shout out to the technical staff.
やばい。強さがやばい。
Thank you very much.
Ah, I missed that fast enemy phase. That's what happens if you try to speedrun drinking water. Alright, keep it going.
てか、ティアマドさんの強さが本当やばい。あれだけ殴ってんのにまだ HP 半分減ってないんでしょ。あれだけ集中に狙われてるのに。
Also got $10 from Anonymous. Says donating for Fire Emblem Path of Radiance because it's one of my husband's favorite games. Also shout outs to J-Obs for being an amazing host.
恐ろしい。恐ろしい大きさ
my ego up. I love it.
It sounds like it's made up.
Cannot confirm nor deny.
どうでしょうね。私、中さんが戻ってくるまでの代理なんで、そこまでにこう出てくるのかどうかっていう。
It's important to target units that you're generally not going to kill the enemy phase 2, and that priest doesn't attack, so
yeah. So there are two reasons that you want to do it, because you see these two knights, they might not die by throwing themselves at titanium.
強い、強い。レベルが上がるのが早い、サクサク上がってる。
Hey, remember that time that counter happened and she almost killed it?
Oh yeah,
and
good point.
She theoretically can.
But he missed.
ああ、けど2発で落ちないね、確かに。
It's just
counter,
not likely.
Counter? No. It will be faster to remove counter later, but I'm just going to keep it on for the memes. So.
How often can counter actually kill?
Not often.
I don't know. The chance of it activating is skill divided by 2, so that's 7%. Assuming she gets hit, which she usually doesn't. So, it's a miracle that it happened already in this run.
強い。
Alright, that's the end of the chapter.
全滅
So Ike's dad just rejoined us.
Enough of those, Kirby, and I think people might start to feel some wrath towards you.
固定成長ゲームなんだ。
Alright, spoiler
ランダム
alert.
成長じゃないん
Speak
だ。
now if you don't care about spoilers, but Ike's dad just died.
Oh, I gotta go.
Bye, keys.
7章までクリア。ってことはあと3章じゃあ8、9、10、11だからあと4章か。
Convoy, skills, bonus experience, and so on. Really, relatively quick one-ish at the start because what I did was I gave Ike a Night Band, which is an item that boosts your strength and defense growth by
アイクのレベル上げてる。
And now, since
これアイテム使って上げてるの
so quickly, I have a lot of bonus experience to dump into Ike. So I think I level him up to 14. I should actually use my notes.
If you play well on lower difficulties,
何使ってんのこれ早くてわからん。なんかボーナスって書いてあったけど。
going to have just a crazy amount of bonus XP, and that's actually crucial for the speed run because it allows you to get your key units to a higher level.
ああ、普通のボーナスね。章ごとに条件満たしたら早くクリアするとボーナス。ああ。全然ボーナス経験値を使うとレベル。なるほど。それを使って今レベル上げてんのか。ああ、けど本当詳しい方々が多くて助かります。
Low enough weight for Ike to not get weighed down, decent power. The main thing is that it's effective on mounted and armored units. In most Fire Emblem games, when a weapon is effective on something, its might or power is tripled. But in this game and the English version of Fire Emblem 7 Blazing Sword, it's only doubled, which makes effective weapons like the Regal Sword relatively weak.
It's still useful though.
It's useful, but yeah.
Its might is doubled against both armored and mounted knights, and
all these cavaliers.
Yeah, they can be a little bit tricky to kill at times. So the Regal Sword gives you an advantage where you really like to have it.
ひどい牙だな。
Fun fact: the Wind Tome has 2 might. It's supposed to be effective on flying units, meaning when you use it on a flying unit.
ここも緑のマスを踏ませなければ勝ち。
Which is the equivalent of 4 mights. A Thunder Tome has 4 mights. Yeah, thanks. Times 2 weapon effectiveness.
But you can forge it, and then that increased amount gets doubled.
It does, to be fair.
Yeah, and that's actually not a bad strat in certain places. But then you start getting more powerful wind tomes later on, and you just use those instead.
So this is a defend chapter, so our goal is to cut down on enemy animations as much as possible. Shoutouts to Kyo for the strat. Kyo is the guy who just
あ、やっぱり
the idea
今
is that
回
we
今
want
回
to
は
go
緑
down
のマ
to
ス
the bottom.
に
We
置
could
くというよ
just
り
camp
も
it out with Ike alone and just
そこの通路を完全に塞いじゃうのか。
So it's just, you're
そっ
just
か、そ
better
の方が
off
敵の
knowing
行動が
what
少ないか
cover
ら
yours.
か。
Also has a nice benefit of giving Ike a lot of valuable experience.
寝返ったところで、
And we're
いや
also gonna see
ひでえ話だな、寝返ったところで殺しとけばいい。
of the enemy archer
な
wall
る
on the
な
left side.
なんかひどい話だな。
Yeah, so Soren there is a really weak unit. He's still level 1, which means that a lot of enemies are going to want to target him, and there's an archer.
左上の敵の女のコマ同士。ああ、あれか。
How many second hit crits was that?
画面のギリギリにいるやつか。
Yeah, I know. Thanks, Ike. They're not very high. It's probably like a 10%. Of course, they have to be.
確かに強い。アイク強。
Alright, so on the next turn, I'm going to have my proper wall set up, and then since there is no way to end this chapter early, we're good to go for more co-opness. One thing to mention, you actually get, I think, 50 bonus experience for each unit you do not deploy. We're actually using every unit we
さっ
have
きの経
deployed,
験値上げ
which
で
is
一気に
why
強くなりま
we
した
do
ね
not。need Mia or Riss, which are the two units I did not deploy, and that actually matters quite a bit because we need every bit of bonus experience we can get by chapter 11, I think. So I'm basically leaving an opening in the right side, because this guy can attack whoever's here, but a knight's gonna plug in the spot on the next turn, and that longbow archer is not gonna be able to attack anyone anymore. And now, who would like to end turn? Here we go. Z up A.
Oh,
That's
I
what you need
wouldn't
to do.
trust him with
敵が動かない。
Hey, it's not
詰まってる。行き止まりです。
Z up A. There we go. Yeah, yeah, there we go.
Did you hold B?
Did you hold B? Alright. Nice start.
He did not.
あ、増援だ。
One more time. You got this, you got this. Z up A. Yes! Yeah, there we go.
あとはもうこのままずっとターン終了して行けば終わりか。
Congratulations, you just glitched out Path of Radiance's camera.
Yay. Welcome to RPG Tutorial Break.
Yes.
We've got $25 from Anonymous with no comment, thank you. And $10 from Claris. It says, hi, Kirby. Good luck on the Girls of Radiance run.
Yes.
I'll donate another $10 if you name one of your forged weapons Lady.
In Fire Emblem 12, New Mystery of the Emblem, which was never released outside of Japan, unfortunately, there's an actual weapon called a Lady's Sword, which only female units use. It's a really
君は何を
powerful
してるのか
weapon,
な
actually, so. But yeah, this is a great time for donations, because there's a lot going on here.
Oh, well, I got a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Let's go with $12 from AI Feelings. Says, this is the dollar amount of the first year I was diagnosed with depression. Since then, I've been to therapists and been diagnosed with other illnesses. And as of right now, I'm severely struggling with depression. Seeing this on the front page of Twitch made my heart soar. Even though I don't have much, anything that will help other people struggling like I am is worth it.
ターン終了、遅だけど作業になってい
I
る。
look forward to watching it next year. Thank you very much for sharing your story.
Thank you very much.
You've also got
ねこれサイン会か何かでもやってるのかなあ、まだ出てくるんだ。へえ。
the DQ8 main character anime.
本当何やってんだよ、お前ら。全軍突撃だっつって。
Congratulations, Escrunt. Yay. So eventually I'll have Alec have a shot, and then this will be a 4-player co-op speedrun. I don't think you missed any fast enemy phases besides the first one either. Nope. Congratulations. You've glitched the game like 6 times.
Got $10 from Mr. Moogle. Says, I don't have a comment. So,
まだ進まんの
Girl
か。
Games best games. I'm terrible at reading names.
無能とか言わ、無能、どうなんだろうな。本当、本当こう、そうですね、薄い本打ってる会場か何かかもしれないですね。
I'm being told it's Steve.
あ、武器も強化できるんだ。
The name of a dark tome, a very powerful dark tome in one of the Fire Emblem games. I don't remember.
Fire
which
Emblem
one.
7.
Nurgle, the final boss.
Yeah, that's the one. I wasn't 100% sure of that. So what he just did there is...
Yeah, what I just did was sell a bunch of weapons. Because in the Japanese version of the game, you actually get way less money in the Japanese version. And
悪いことしてんの？
forging differences also cost double the amount in the Japanese version, to the point where you actually have to sell so many items.
Nice crit.
Nice crit. Yeah, you might be wondering.
And so
あ、
he
バグ武器ね。今のでバグ武器を作ったんだ。
Japanese version.
へ
So why is it in the
ー。
Japanese version?
なんか普通に静電してるだけにしか見えなかったけど、あ、バグなんだ。
So yeah, those yellow units, he just instructed them to stop there. But that's what I was trying to say before I was so rudely interrupted.
Oh, sorry. Gosh.
That's
Ouch.
obviously just to save time and them moving.
Yeah, yellow units are kind of a
ひどい。
where you have some control
さ
over
さ
them.
を
You can
暴
tell
露
them to
した
stay
って
put or
ひどい。
or roam around or do nothing. But you never wanted them to do anything. Ah, that knight
あ
rolled next
けど
to
やっぱり
defense
こ
defense. Wow. Titania can sometimes
う重装歩兵は硬いんだな。けどそれでも死ぬのか。
I see you've been hacking.
Yeah, I've been getting very lucky with getting these 255 crits. It's great. So
バ
the
グだ。
Japanese version of the
完全に
game
バグだ。
has
ひどい。
a funny underflow glitch where when you forge a weapon, which is where you alterate the stats,
ひ
alter
ど
the
い。
stats or whatever.
重装歩兵もまた2なで終わるようになってる。
Slim lances and thunder tomes. If you decrement the crit rate to 0, it underflows to 255. So, and if you max out the might of a slim weapon, which you kind of need because slim weapons are weak, Titania is now wielding a 9 might 255 crit lance. Oh, hi, Marsha.
あ、なんかペガサスかなあれ。乗ってるやつ
Because
が
being able to one shot a lot of enemies is both
増えた。ちらっと今
consistency
画面に見えたような
and
気がす
also
るけ
saves a
ど。
lot of time because one-shotting enemies means they don't counterattack, and or you don't have to attack them a second time. And
あ、なんか
Marsha,
家
who we
壊してる。
talked quite a while ago on a boat chapter, is here. So we're kind of bottlenecked on this chapter because we have to wait for Marsha to get to Ike and recruit herself. So we're kind of taking our time with Titania to hold back a turn here and there to avoid some animations. Because we can't end the
あ、
chapter until Marsha gets Ike all the way
助けに来てくれ
up
た。
to the corner.
助け。この状況は助けが必要な状況なんだろうか。
Counter! There we go. Counter. 1 damage. Yeah, counter is very awesome on Titania. It's even more awesome in enemy units. If Titania attacks his boss at 1 range, she doesn't actually kill him with the
強い。
sword. She does 36 damage. This boss has counter. So if he activates it, Titania eats an 18 damage back. And he also has a Night Killer, which does 15 damage to Titania. So she has a chance of dying.
上にいるのが多分海賊なんだってことは。
I think I actually got really lucky and Titania dodged.
あ、なんか乗った。
be able to YOLO this. Wait.
Yeah, she's at full health.
Almost 15, 18, 33. Yeah, no, she can do this. So there's a 6% chance of Titania being at 1 HP.
今ちょっと1だけ気合で残ったような感じになった。ちょっと待って、バスが一発で死んでる。かわいそすぎるな、ちょっと。
Yeah, so if Titania was not near full health, which I think this is the first time this is
敵の司令官が
in a run
あ、
actually.
またなんか壊さ
I
れ
would
てる上。
attack weaken the boss at 2 range instead.
ひでえ。
It's really consistent and she has no chance of dying, but I got
降ろされた。
and counter hype. Yeah. And end chapter. So we got Marsha, but we're not going to use her quite yet. This chapter is a prison chapter. It's kind of
ひ
a
で
gimmicky
え。
chapter
気
where
合
the goal
で
is
こう
to
ぶん投げられ
kill a
て
bunch of
気合で
units
耐えたと思ったら
and avoid them. And the
スキル
actual
スキル
goal
な
of
の
the
か
chapter is to
発動してそのまま倒され
You
て
just got a bunch of gold.
なんともかわいそう
Yeah,
な。
we got one gold. Very nice in Japanese version. So this guy here, his name is Volk. We're gonna recruit him, but and not use him in the chapter you're intended to use him on. So in this chapter, there's a kind of a side objective where if you get out without being
あ、もう
detected,
2人しか。
then you get a
2人しか
lot of
動い
bonus
てない。
experience, and we really want that.
And
So
that's Nephany there in
yeah.
that cell by herself.
that is Nephany. These soldiers, they will detect you if you are in their attack range at the start of enemy phase. So I'm gonna kind of run around these tiles specifically to avoid them. And sorry, Kiro, but I'm not
壊
gonna
される
release
前に
any
訪
of
ね
the
てアイ
units
テム
because
を
I
もら
haven't
ったり
figured out
できたけ
practicing
ど
strats for that.
そんなの関係ねえ助けないんだ。
Apologize.
Wow, that was for charity, Kirby.
I forgot. I forged a weapon. I keep forgetting you can name them because Claris donated it.
ここ戦闘なしなんだ。
Muscle memory. It's too
え
strong. Remind me to
ターンエ
name
ンド
the next forged weapon, which is next chapter.
Yeah, will do.
Yes.
It'll
Please
be
yell at me.
it'll be more fitting for that one too.
Yeah, because Marsha's gonna be using it, and she's a lady.
That she most certainly is.
You know,
All right.
That'd be a great feature for this game. Is
skipping animations.
The 255 crit rate has a 1 or 256 chance to miss.
I'm gonna do that just in case. Okay. Don't remember this off the top of my head.
固定移動なんだ。へえ。
Should be fine, yeah. So fun fact, if you attacking any of the units in the treasure room does not count as being detected. So I'm just gonna kill the boss for fun. Will she counter?
ひどい。ひどい。
No.
No.
Nope.
ああ。
So he drops
多
a
分
master
多
seal.
分あれがボ
It's
スなん
nice
だろう
because
な
the。master seal is an item that you can use
あ、
on the
へえ、初見プレイヤーともかく2回目からみんなこんな感じに
If
な
they're
るんだ。
at least level 10, you can promote them to a second tier unit.
あ、で、ボス倒したからもうそのままポンってい
So
くの
it's
か。
very limited, but you have an alternative way of promoting someone to second tier, which is to
あ、
level
つい
them
に
up all the way up to
ついに
level
10章までクリアで
20,
11章
level
の
up
あれですね。
So it's
漆
gonna be a bit
黒
of
さん
some
の
baseline
初
attempt
登
to
場なんです
basically
ね、
buff
こ
up
こで。
Marsha as much as possible. So, give me a second. Oh, we lost her.
捕虜
Rename
解
forge,
放
forges.
し
Name
て
your
ない。
forges.
確かに。
Name your forges.
確かにしてない。
Lady.
That's
lady.
okay. What's English? There we go. Lady. Actually, I don't know which to delete. Crap. We'll stick with this. We'll stick with this. I haven't practiced.
はい、
typing out English
と
names,
いう
so
ことでですね、
yeah.
中さんが戻られたみたいなので、多分私もここら辺で失礼させていただきますので、ちょっと一回、
And in addition to the bonus experience we got
配信の方が
in
ミュートにな
the
り
past
ま
few
す。
chapters
あ、
of
私の声がミュートになります。
We have more than enough bonus experience to just promote Marsha immediately.
Yeah.
So we're gonna level her up 16 times and have a beefed up promoted flyer, like 10 chapters before you're supposed to have one.
Let's go, Marsha.
Let's go, Marsha. So this is a fantastic time for a few donations because this is a very interesting bonus experience screen to stare at for about a minute.
All right, we got $150 from iNomadic, who says, RPG speedrunners are a special breed. The amount of dedication it takes to tackle hours-long runs with the required focus, knowledge, and mashing is no small feat. Keep up the good fight, and thank you for the entertainment every year. $50 from That Crit Luck, who says, Yo, Kirby, Crit Luck here.
Oh, hey, Crit Luck.
I can't meme donate for all the crits you'll get this year since I just moved into a new place, but I can still donate a little here. Feel free to put it wherever you please.
Thank you.
Can I get the couch to say, get crit whenever Kirby gets a really good critical hit? But only the really good ones.
So javelin ones then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a limitation to using slim forges because slim lances you can only use at one range. You can't just use it for everything. And javelins you can't forge 255 crit on them, so there is a limitation in the speedrun for the crit forge glitch.
The reason that the Slim and Thundertone glitches work is that it's not a multiple of 3, so you're lowering it past 0
Hi,
as opposed
domo.
to 2-0.
Yeah, they start at 5 crit, and if you decrement it twice, which is minus 6, it goes down to negative 1 crit, which never goes.
主催の
Oh,
中
yeah,
さん
please
で
squeeze
す。
in one more donation.
And we actually
主催です
tested it to see if you could overflow
そのノリ何なんですか、
those
一体。
weapons with crit multiplying thing, but no.
Yeah, we have time for like another donation.
$15 from Anonymous
Eh?
says, name the main character on Dragon Quest VIII.
Eh?
Anime?
Anime?
Also, shout outs to Salt Lake
そう
City.
そうっす。
Yeah, we're here from Salt Lake
は
City,
い、
Utah.
一緒に、
Mm-hmm.
少し一緒になります。
Anime.
どうもこんばんは
Anime.
主催です。
Also sad.
もう深夜テンションになってるじゃないですか、完全に。ノリが。
Yeah, so Marsha
ナ
gets
チュラルハイ
promoted,
みたいな
and
感じで
her
聞こえ
horse
ますよ
gets。beautiful and stuff, and
She's so gorgeous.
yeah, she gets a nice stat boost everywhere. And
で、
plus 1 move, so
私
we
は
now
フ
have
ァ
a
イアーエンブレ
9
ムを
move beefed up
1
flyer.
作品もやったことがないので、
Nah.
知り
And
ま
we
す。
still need to buff up Ike a bit, because in this chapter, Ike needs to hit 12
マジ
defense,
で
because there's an enemy
あ、私も初代をちょこっとかじっただけですけどね。
Ike is at 12 defense. Which is why
初
bonus
代
experience
すら
is really
やって
tight.
ま
Because
せ
if you look
ん
at how much I have left, 21 left, barely enough to get Ike to 17. So, and it's really important for this chapter to work consistently.
なんかここですごい強いのが出てくるらしいですよ。
That is an issue.
10人選べ
Thanks,
ま
Roll,
す
for。ruining the run.
もう音声もうちょい上げられない
Okay.
あ、
the
ど
unit
っ
org's
ちの
gonna be kinda
声
messed
か
up
な
for the rest of the
自
run,
分
so we'll manage.
じゃあちょっと自分いじりますね。
I wanted to reset there just to fix that, but I
こん
forgot
ば
I
んは
had
で
to
す
save,
よ。
and I don't want to sit through that
解説のい
leveling
な
up all
い
over again, so We're gonna have some fun
解
here.
説で
I mean, we
す。
got plenty of donations. You can just do it.
レディー
All right, so this
Alrighty.
chapter, it's kind of a big chapter. Your goal is to get to this arrive tile there. We have a 9 move flyer, and since literally no one can reach Marsha, they're gonna do nothing. And they're gonna do
これ
nothing.
ちっちゃい。ちょ
Again.
っと上げるか。
So in an arrive chapter, it's the same idea as a siege chapter, except anyone can end the
ちょっと
chapter,
上げる
not just
か。
Ike. Although in this case, Ike's actually still gonna end the chapter.
本日は
Now,
晴天
we
で
got
ござ
lucky
い
there.
ます。
The boss has a chance to attack Marsha. And if he attacks and hits Marsha, then she has a chance of dying if literally
OK で
every
すよ。
cavalier hits her.
はい、あげ
I've
ます。
literally never
ちょ
seen it
っ
happen
とノイ
before.
ズ
I've
が
seen
乗
her
るか
one
も
hit
しれ
away
な
from
いけ
death,
ど、
but never
気をつけ
actually
て
died.
ね。
Because she's
入れ
like
ない
so
ように
good
してん
and
だけど。
dodgy.
Let's go, Marsha.
Let's go, Marsha. Girl power, yeah. Yeah, so upcoming soon.
もっと近いところにすればいいか
Animations are slow.
うん、ちょっとこれ以上設定上では無理ですね。
If Ike is not at 12 defense, this cavalry will sometimes cancel left, and that will block Ike from reaching the blue tile. And that's really bad because you can't end the chapter, and that means Ike and or Marsha are probably dead.
いや、知ってる人は入ってきていただいても全然問題ないですよね、中さん。
Why? I don't know.
うん。
I assume what happens is that the enemy
大丈夫ですよ。
oh, Ike has lower defense. He's weak. Therefore, I can be aggressive and move towards him. But at 12 defense, the cavalier's like, nah.
それは本当か。何が
So,
終わった。
game's weird. All right.
こん
This
ばん
chapter
は。
is a boat chapter with a bunch
こ
of
んばんは。
ravens and we don't
レ
have
ガリア
much
伝
land,
説
but
で
thankfully
悲鳴
we have
を
a
上げ
very
て
flyer. There is a boss in this chapter too.
退場
She
し
has a
た
very exciting
90番
skill.
です。
Two skills actually.
なんでこ
I
こに
believe Freddie Mercury
Ah,
did
わかる。
best as well.
わかるってことそういうことかな。
いや、私もファイアーエムブレムは一作品もやったことないんですけど、
ちょっと
ダメだ。
ここにいる3人全員ダメだ、わからない。
これはまずいですよ。
これまずいですよ。
He has 11%
いや、
chance,
ち
I
ょっ
think,
と
yeah. So,
寂しいという
for those not
か
familiar with how Miracle is,
一人で
here,
ジャパニーズリストリームちゃんを書いているので、
Mir-
ちょっと
Miracle is
寂
a
しく
skill
なっ
where
て
you,
きま
when
し
you
た。
take a fatal
こい
hit,
つ
you
は
have a
こいつはちょっとま
12%
ずい
chance
ぜ。
of taking only half damage.
一応ここにいるの突者全員、突者だけじゃないから、一応皆さん
Yeah, so
元から
it's gonna come up
ね
soon.
進行案内とプラス主催。
You're gonna get half
私は、はい、モデレーターです、一応。マウスさんもモデレーターですね。中さんは主催です。
here.
ちょっとね、ファイアーエンブレム、まあ買ったんだけどね、つい先日
Have an American coin, you Canadian.
中古屋行った時に買ったんだけど、
All right.
まだやってないんですよ。
やってないゲーム多すぎじゃないですかね
All。right. Now, the miracle is coming up after this. Miracle hype, 11%. His name is Seeker. He's kind of a jerk. He also has another skill called Corrosion, which reduces your weapon uses, and it really sucks if it happens. So, here we go.
こんだけ人がいれば一人くらい。一人くらい。
Okay, good. No miracle.
そうあればよかったですね。
Aw, really? Wow.
鳥を倒して、
This run's so boring.
なんかゲットしたか今。
Oh god.
なんか青い宝玉
Rude.
なんか青い
あ、終
玉を
わった。早くね。
早いっす。
Alright, so we just got another Seraph Robe, which is a stat booster that increases your HP by 7, and we're gonna use it on
まあ
Marsha.
僕積み弱いんで
We use, this is our second one on her,
そうなん
by
で
the
す
way. Let's forge this
積み弱い
into...
んで申し訳ないです。
How should we... English. Oh, there,
さ
there
て
it is, okay.
じゃあ中さんと90番さんがいらっしゃるので、私はそろそろ寝ます。
じゃあ、私もなんかもう中さんに任せちゃおうか
Oh, there we
な。
go,
はい
there we go.
はい。やるじゃん。大丈夫だよ。
Here,
はい
メラコー。メラ
Hey, there
コ
we
ー。
go.
というわけでですね、多分深夜テンション状態の中さんが、しばらくの間、進行案内の方をされるそうなので、
Oh my god.
解説の方募集してますので、誰でも語れる人いたらお願いします。
よろしくお願いいたします。
It would have been great.
はい、それでは、
あ、
Wait, I'm
コメントでもいい
bonus placing Marsha at the level 7,
コメン
as
トで
if
もい
she
いですよ。
wasn't already OP in the
あ
first
と
one.
ですね、ちょっと今後の作品の宣伝になるんですけど、17日かな、17 17日の、
16日
いや、16日か。16日の、11時ぐらいからやる世界中の迷宮っていうゲームが、昨日の朝ポケモンクリスタルの解説してた方が、解説でいらっしゃるっていうことで、その方からちょっと宣伝してほしいと言われたので、ちょっと説明しますと、世界中はちょっと完全に乱数調整でコントロールされていて、ゲームを完全にぶっ壊すそうなので、そういうのが見たい方は、ぜひ世界中の迷宮を見てください。というふうに、ポケモンクリスタルの解説のサナイスさんからことづかっています。はい。お願いします。
はい。はい。
じゃあ、お二方おやすみ。
はい、お疲れ様でした。
お疲れ様でした。
また明日よろしくお願いします。はい。
We'll manage. We'll manage. All right. So as long as Marsha and Titania do what they need to do, I can miracle. I can wing it and see what happens.
Get it? He's flying.
Yeah. All right. So this is a defend chapter, but you can end this early actually. If there are
ちょ
no
っと
more
マイクの位
enemies
置
on
を
the map
変えるようにしなきゃダメだね。
then the chapter ends early. So we want to defeat all the enemy units on the map, and we also want to open all the chests on the map. Because the Ravens even on this map eventually
ランダムナンバーはなかったということだね。
start going after the chests. Oh, you can't reach it. Yeah, I moved it in the wrong tile. Ah well, we'll manage. So I'm deployed Volk, my thief, to help out with opening chests. Marsha and Titania are
主
also
催は
carrying chests.
積みゲーが多いんで
So we just recruited 2 units. They're not going to do much except for rescuing these useless green units because they waste a lot of time.
聖剣伝説を無駄に何十種もするようなバカなんで聖剣伝説3ね。
Yeah, this should be fun. We'll be fine. Alright, so this is why we really want a 1-2 range weapon and why we forged a javelin for Marsha, because that lets her counterattack basically everything on this turn. And it's going to be really important in the second half of the run when more enemies are wielding 2-range weapons. But yeah, this is going to be a bit of a slower turn. Yes, crit. So we have some time for some donations.
Alright, I got a long one from PX.
Oh god. Oh no. Oh no.
$10 it says. I apologize in advance, by the way. It says,
ファ
Hi
イアーエ
Kirby,
ンブレムっ
do you
て
know how
割と
hard
あれだ
it
よね
was for Mia to
人
wake
が
up?
なんか
Anyways,
仲
I
間が
got
死ん
some
だりすると
Volks,
戻んない
and
か
I
らシ
hope
ビア
they
だよ
make
ね
you Rolf rather
そういう
than
と
want
こは
to
ね
Jill me. Anyways, I hope you get
そんな
some
イメージしかない
Titanio luck in this Tanith run. Just remember, it's not a racing, so it's okay to soth down a bit. Now, I want that strategy guide because I know you'll neffin need it.
ね
Also, did I hear something about Key's Shinon karaoke yesterday? Sadly, I couldn't be there for Sig Run, but I can't wait to see you guys tour Marim.
まだ
Oh my god.
ここに
Okay,
もこの
one
作
last
品日本
one.
語でやっ
Just
てるっていうの
Magoo
が幸運ですよね
Hi, Alec and Esgrunt.
To
Love
the-
PX.
ここ
Cutest
では
lord
見て
in
る
all
人
of
は
Fire
わかる
Emblem, and nobody can say otherwise, Micaiah. And we got a $5 donation from PX.
Oh god.
It says, shoot, I forgot a
Aaron,
pun in that
that's
donation. Really? Really?
Really?
It says, I meant to say Marcia Tormodro.
なんだ
Oh my god. That was beautiful.
Thanks,
Thank
I
you.
think.
Ban him from donations.
Ban him from donations.
Like, he just tries to fill out a comment. It's just like this gray box. It's like, why can't I type anything out?
You know, Kirby mentioned corrosion. I think I just felt something.
キラーボ
I want to contrast that with a $55
ー
donation
で
from
途
Mr.
中から
Cat.
見てるから
Sup?
Sup? Sup? Sup?
この間に何があったか知らないという状況なんですけどね
All right, we got $20 from DarkLink999. It says, donating during Fire Emblem because it's one of my favorite series. And it's always super fun to watch kirbymastah run these games. My donation will go towards watching the cutscene in Xenoblade Chronicles 2 because I think this event needs more anime. Hi, Kizaron.
If you're Team Anime, be sure to donate Team Anime for Kizaron. Hashtag Team Anime for Kizaron.
Team Baname.
Team Baname, man. I'm
なるほど
on that with Keys.
The team of culture.
強えなみんな一発じゃねえ
All right,
か
$100 from Albino Jason. It says, stumbled on this great stream for an awesome charity. Now we just need more counter. Money goes to Runner's Choice.
Yeah, so there are some donations. My runner's choice is actually for partners in time,
Minna
which
ippasu
has
じゃん
quite a few donation incentives, and it's late in the marathon, but that's going to be a really
なんだこ
awesome
れ
run by
いいのか
Snion.
これ
I forgot if it's a co-op run between him and
It
Ghost
is.
King.
It is.
Okay. They're both really good runners, and I highly recommend checking it out. Right. I think we can do
バ
one
グ
more
武器で
donation
す。
before I have something to say.
あ、さっき
Alright,
のレイ
$15
リー
from
ってや
Claris
つ
who。says, Lady!
Lady!
Here's $10 plus another 5 for the extra Y's. Which it was really hard to not read that as E's because of this marathon.
Why? Okay.
で、何がどうすごいか
So
分かっ
I'm
てないんだ
opening
けど
some
さ。
tests with Martian Titania. Fun fact: this guy never moves unless this is unblocked. Then he's gonna move and make you game over. And I'm pretty sure a lot of
常に3
casual
倍になる
players
だけなんで。
has that happened before.
Actually, you know, you could have shoved.
いいな、そのインチキ俺もやりてえな。
with, what's his name, Mordecai.
Not when he was here.
Oh yeah, you had him in the wrong.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. That's why I was looking. But if I had Volk open the chest from below, I could
ちょ
have
っ
done
と
it. I should have thought
みんな
about
一発
that.
じゃない
Thanks, Rolf.
It's all Rolf's fault.
Blame Rolf.
Hashtag blame Rolf.
Rolf is blame Rolf.
あれ、ファイアーエンブレムって攻
Yeah,
撃
so I'm
して
gonna have all
も
the chests
経験
open
値
on
増えるんだっ
turn
け
later, so I'm gonna lose a
倒
little
し
bit
た
of
方
time,
が
but it's not gonna
多い
ruin
ん
the
だ
strats.
倒した
Whatever.
方が多いのはそうなんだろうけ
Ruining
ど
your strats, Kirby.
殴
This
っ
boss
て
is
も
an
上がるんだ
archer,
っけ
so and archer bosses are kind of a joke. 'Cause
全部
you
なん
can
か
just kinda
一
surround
撃
them,
で倒してるか
and
ら
they can't do anything to you.
判断できないんだけど
At one range. So, and that's an energy drop. Energy drop is a stat booster that increases your strength by
くれるんだよ
+2.
ね。
Very
そうだよね。
important for Ike, so we're gonna use it on him later on. We're actually not gonna use any other
10
items
ターン
to get
防衛。
on the ship, including a valuable occult scroll, which, for those not familiar, an occult scroll lets you learn a character's mastery skill in second tier, which are generally really overrated. They're kind of useless.
マーシャゲー指定してないこれ。
And
マーシャゲーになってない 大
this
丈
is
夫
the
これ
turn where the Ravens are supposed to flee, but I made a mistake. So thanks, Rolf. So now they're just gonna try to charge the chest.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate that those mastery skills aren't better, but either way, you have
はや
plenty
て
of
の
options.
羽。なんだ
Yeah, because they have
Ah.
they take up 20 capacity, which a lot of units don't have the space for them and other skills. And a lot of units have like an alternative useful skill that if you want to teach them a mastery skill, you have to sacrifice their skill. Like for example,
Ma.
Zyhark, who is a
こう
sword
いうユニッ
master,
トは場所
Myrmidon
関係
actually,
なくいける
he can
って
learn
いうのはや
Astra,
っぱ
but he has
メ
to
リットだ
sacrifice
よ
Madam
な
for it, which is a really good skill.
I'm astonished
Ah,
that
what
those puns went completely
Clear.
past you, Kirby.
You're getting further more adept at this.
速さが2上がるドーピング
Okay, chapter 14. This is a defeat boss chapter. It's pretty straightforward.
でもゲームキューブってことだからまあ Wii でできるわけだよね
We don't really need
We
anyone
did it,
besides
you know,
Marsha.
いっけて
So
見っきりして
I'm gonna save just in case something goes wrong. I don't think anything can, but knowing myself, I probably will screw something
そういうこ
up.
とだよね
So, Keys, are you saying that if
た
I
だ
keep it
そうす
up,
る
I
と
might
ま
get
た
smoked?
積みゲーが増えるっていう
Get out.
Auditioning these couch members yet again.
Yeah, so this chapter has a lot of water
Small
bridges
people don't
that
know
you
each
can't
other.
really cross them unless you have a flyer.
Hi, Marsha.
Hi, Marsha.
Hi, Marsha.
And the boss is in the upper right corner, but we're actually gonna make a bit of a
嘘
detour
マジで
to visit the village in the upper left corner for an important
Actually.
skill called Vantage. Vantage isn't really needed for certain strats to work, but it just outright saves a lot of time in the long run.
And one more thing.
Yeah, you see this guy here? His name's Makalov. He is Marsha's bro.
He's
Yeah.
a recruitable unit. Cavalier, so he's not bad.
He's gonna get killed by Lady, by the way. You got it? We got the script? Alright.
What? You? Could it be?
Huh? I don't believe it. Is that you, Makalov?
あれちゃんとシーンがあるじゃんあごめんなマーシャ
Forgive me, Marsha.
マカルファマーシャ何
I have no qualms about killing him because a lot of people,
Makar.
he's actually one of the most
Ah.
hated characters in the
Ah.
series. Although I'm sure Hero Fred, who is a regular viewer of my stream,
おい
is
中
very
古なんだ
sad
これ
to
ク
see
ソだ
one
け
of
じゃねえ
the
か
Makala fans.
クソだけじゃ
Those exist?
Apparently.
わざとにしてるんか
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and pop the boss. And turn off animations. Forgot about that.
Kirby Annie is what the emote should be.
Boss is dead. Marsha does have a tiny
Mata
chance of missing him,
ipatsukai.
which can be problematic, depending on biorhythm, because she doesn't double the boss.
Yeah,
Okay.
biorhythm is an effect in this game that just kind of has
中古でも高えって何これ
better, worse,
Yeah,
and
well.
average. And then there are a couple of
わかんないよこれ
abilities that increase or decrease.
なるほ
those
ど高いの
effects.
That's in Radiant Dawn, not this game.
Yeah.
Oh no, there are some skills that
Yeah,
affect the
in-
biorhythm bonuses. Yes,
Yeah.
that's correct. Alright, so this is a desert chapter. A lot of people, everyone really loves desert chapters because yeah, they're great.
Where's Dorcas in the desert?
Yeah, so units have very limited mobility on the desert, unless you're a flyer or a mage.
Do we have any of those around?
Yeah, I don't know. Volk, in this game, thieves do have unlimited mobility.
Shine!
So that is around a 20% chance of finding, which wastes time. So yeah, it sucks.
Hold on.
There are hidden items in the desert, which is calculated by the unit skill +1. Unless you're a thief, which is a 100% chance in this game.
There's only one item he really cares about, though, so that's why he positioned Volk.
ちょっと攻略サイト
Yeah,
見
he's
るよ
like barely out of range of a lot of the units, but I can
ど
shove
こ
him in range of the
これ
boots, which is, oops, spoilers. Which
何
you
章
can get on this turn.
10
No coin. Mordecai has a chance of getting a coin there. Boots, and kill the boss. So it's really nice to be able to cheese this chapter because this chapter has a side objective where for every Laguz unit you don't kill,
10いくつだって
you get
14
20
15
experience, I think. And if they all survive, you get 300. So you get around like 1100
15
bonus experience from that.
Yes,
じゃあ終わってんの
Rowing.
早いよ
He's a kitty. Kizan has a description for him.
He's literally furry Hawkeye.
This guy?
With a
Furry
with a
Hawkeye.
bandana.
Alright. So what's better than a 9-move flyer with Kanto? A 11-move
移動が
flyer
上がっ
with
た
Kanto.
Let's put it together. You get him on the desert level too. Like, it's totally Hawkeye.
Alright, so we're gonna cap out Ike. It's just
なん
convenient to
か
cap him out.
攻
because
略
we
サイ
have
ト
the
見ようとした瞬間に
So, and every time Ike
終わっ
engages
てる
in
ってやめ
combat
て
at
くん
level
ね
20, his experience
やめて
does
くん
not
ね
go up anymore. We can't promote Ike immediately. He's one of the 3 exceptions to units that can't promote from leveling up because he has a story promotion. The other exceptions are Volk the Thief and Sauce another Thief. Volk has a story promotion and Sauce flat out can't promote for whatever reason. So Volk promoting is a run killer because if you promote him on accident, you just lose 30 seconds.
11番大きいね
Kind of important. But yeah, so we're just gonna bonus experience Marsha up quite a bit. So we have some time for a few donations here.
All right, $10 from
なるほど
Nanaki, who says, shout-outs to my wife, Siana, who
それ
donated
作業だね
$10
あれね
anonymously. Awesome to see this game run here. It's one of my favorites. And having J-Obs on the mic makes it all the sweeter. Oh, thank you.
Thank
I
you,
still
J-Hops.
don't believe that when I hear it.
I'm actually just
どれくらい
donating every
レベル上げ
single
る
one
の
of those. $10 from Waddle Pop says, watching
level
Kirby
どん
play
だけ上げ
Fire
んの
Emblem
これ
motivated me to donate to try to win one of the games. Question for J-Obs, do you have to make one $75 donation to be eligible to win the Switch, or is that a cumulative donation total? Well, that is a cumulative donation total, and we've got a lot of prizes, in fact. Why don't we go quickly over the ones for this run, as Kirby will demonstrate that we've got the Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valentia game, $10 minimum donation during this run for that, to be entered in the drawing for that. Also got Fire Emblem Path of Radiance Strategy Guide up for $5 minimum donation. Fire Emblem Warriors for $10. And the Ike and Roy Fire Emblem Amiibo for $10 minimum donation. Again, all those are only until the end of this run, so get those donations coming.
おい
Oh, I didn't
そ
know
れは
that.
完全にいじめじゃないの
I only donated the Echoes game. So this chapter, yeah, you see the beauty of having 11 moves. The goal of this chapter is to get Ike to the very top.
ベグニオンの食材
But we
だ
have
っ
a side
て
objective to get the chest you see in the middle there. And Titania is carrying
16章
Volk the Thief. So our goal is to get the full guard from one of the chests. The full guard is a really important item which negates effective damage. So in Marsha's case, that means wind magic and bows would not be effective on her anymore.
And more important, ballistic.
Yeah. The bows is not a problem because they do like very little damage because times
で
2 weapon
こ
effect
この情
But
報は
ballista
なんだ
are very scary. They decrease the amount of damage she takes by like 20. It's pretty significant. Another thing to note,
勝
I
利
gave
条
Marsha
件制
Vantage.
圧
So Vantage
敗
is where
北条件ア
this
イ
is
ク
the
の
first
死
chapter
亡
where we get a lot of
まあまあまあ
mileage out of Vantage. Vantage is a skill where on enemy phase, you attack first, not the enemy. So right here, Marsha attacks first and kills his mage before he attacks.
攻略見てもあれだな
Yes.
話がわかんねえな
It's a skill to have. So it's really
話がわかん
important
ねえ
because
な
one,
俺
it helps her durability because that means enemy units are just flat out are not going to attack her. I'm going to heal you just in case. And 2, it saves time because if you one-shot an enemy before they attack, you just skip their attack animation and sometimes Marsha's second attack animation.
I see you didn't feel like gambling there, Kirby.
Yeah, no, I didn't feel like gambling there. We got a gamble skill, by the way, which is useless. The thing about Vantage is that if you don't one-shot an enemy with Vantage, you actually lose time. because
圧
every
倒
time
的じゃない
Bandage
これ。
activates, you see like the little orange animation, and if you don't, and if it doesn't save time from one-shotting someone, you lose like a half second each time it activates. But in the long run, it saves roughly 40 seconds over the course of a run, worst case scenario. This is taking into account the 20-second detour I took to get Vantage, and also a few seconds to assign it to Marsha. So it's really valuable to have and saves quite a bit of time. Alright, so yeah, right here, Marsha's gonna one-shot almost everything here because she has a slim lance with 255 crit, which lets her one-shot a lot of enemies here. Not to mention, her strength and speed are both capped right now. She's level 16, her level cap is 20, so she's kind of at the level that she's supposed to be, like 3 chapters from endgame. So
これは戦闘とは呼べませんな。
Alright, go power, yeah. So
これは戦闘とは呼べるものではないですな。これ虐殺っていうんじゃないですかね。
Or for Ike,
Over ES.
これは見ても虐殺でしょ。
It might have been Gwimpitch's run.
Yeah,
Gwimpitch ran this game in HGDQ 2016, which was a fun run. A little outdated, but it was still an awesome run, and I highly recommend checking it out. Alright, so boss is dead. Here, have a one-shot. Boop. Good boss. Good boss.
進化した
Oh,
握
by
手
the
会
way, I forgot to mention this. After this level up. This is not Donbed at all. Shout out to Mecha. he is not Donbed. He is Dev Don.
Speaking of which, we got $1 donation from Mecha.
Oh, there we go.
Says, don't mind me, just waiting for the pitfalls.
Yeah, so I was gonna give a shout out to Mecha because I can't wait for his pitfalls video on this run. Mecha's a guy who has a pretty popular YouTube channel and does some co-op stuff with Mangs as well. Mecha is known for doing a lot of pitfall videos, advices for New York Fire Emblem players and such. He actually made a pitfalls video on my HGTQ Fire Emblem 7 run. He also made one on my Sacred Stones run where the video was just, here's my pitfalls video for kirbymastah's Sacred Stones run. It was pretty good. That's it. It's pretty good. Alright, so Slim Sword.
細身の剣をあれ
Alright.
今あれ
Friends!
Friends!
Ow. It barely works. Let's make it pink. Yes.
ピンクと
Okay. I forgot.
今なんかあれ必殺ゼロになった瞬間あれ
Hard to
あれどう
remember
いうこ
what
と
you're
今
supposed
の
to do while talking.
あれ何今の
That should
なんだ
be everything. Yeah, that's everything. So I bought 2 pure waters. That's gonna come into play soon, actually.
今
yeah,
なんか数字が
But I'll
FF に
explain
なっ
what
て
they
たけ
do
ど
when I start using them.
どういうこと
This chapter is
あんな
chapter
風にして
17 is kind
FF
of
に
the
なってるけ
climax
どどういう
of
こ
the
と
game. I forgot chapter 16. Crap, voice acting.
Yeah.
Oh well.
You did.
Oh well, maybe later. But this is a 4-part chapter. Yeah, this is a pretty big map.
何もしてない
You
で
kind
し
of
ょ
go through each quadrant,
なんかしてやる今
with as a separate chapter in a sense.
と
Chapter 17 technically has like 4 chapters in it. 17-1, 17-2, and so on.
これ何17章は
The goal
な
of
ん
this
だ
part is throughout the enemy, which is to defeat every unit on the map.
黎明
And Ike is actually going to be contributing to some combat because there aren't any 2-range
気の
units
せ
here,
い
since he can't really counterattack them. And he's going to be able to kill some units
気
near
の
the
せ
starting.
いじゃないでしょ
Marsha's
あれ
weakness is that there's only one of her, so she can't be everywhere at once, which is important in the route chapter.
So do we just want to do the voice acting after the run because at this point, honestly,
I do have a save for it.
あなるほど
yeah.
4分
Depends
割
on,
さ
I
れ
guess
て
it
る
depends on what the staff say. Remind me to not
We'll
skip
see.
the next one. It's just muscle memory to skip.
No, skip the next one and then we'll see. Because then it's more likely to have the time
Oh
at
my
the end.
god.
なるほど
It's too good.
Making you hold those things. I was so excited for my favorite line.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So excited.
I
for
ruined my
favorite
own
line.
run. I'm sorry, Keys.
Kirby.
さっき
We'll do it
4つ4つマップがある
As
っつっ
long
てた
as
の
you're
はそれ
not
か
like way overestimate, we'll do it after the run.
Oh yeah, we have a staff on couch.
Yeah, there you go.
This is why you make connections. I mean, no one. I didn't say that. All right, I need 5 uses. Barely enough. There's a chance that some of the Myrmidons take 2 hits to kill on this chapter, which is bad because if I have 4 uses on this Forged Javelin,
長いんだね
it's gonna break in the middle of attacking someone, and that loses a turn. So I have to use a
で
backup.
もまあタイム的
Thankfully,
に
it
は
worked out. Yeah, I mean,
予定
it
通りなん
wasn't
だ
obvious. Ike has his own 255 crit weapon called Friends. critical name. Right, and she should one-shot this guy. Good job. That works.
Crit.
That works too.
Imagine making connections and stealing people's ideas.
I know, right? Who would
ここ
ever
で
do
大
that?
き
But
大きく話が動くって言ってもその前を知らないからわからんっていう
crit, 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 crit.
Yes!
Yes!
Crit. Get crit.
Get crit! That was like a, what is it? Probably like a 15% chance or something. The miracle has been sent to Convoy.
ミラクルが
It didn't
ミラ
break
クル
out.
耐久力なくなった
The miracle's over.
The miracle never
あれ耐久
happened.
力だっけあれね
Never
そうだよね
Alright, so this chapter is a pretty silly one. It's kind of interesting because your goal is to get to this tile up here. It's an arrive chapter, so anyone can end it, and there's no one standing on it. And the developers were kind enough to put in these little tiles in the course, so you can kind of just skip it like this.
全然
But I
相手
think
に
they
しな
try
いん
to
だけど
deter you from skipping it like this by putting a lone archer there, but because
仕
the
事してない
archer's
じゃん
and times 2 up
敵
defense,
が
this is a complete joke. He's not a threat at all. So, like, if this game had times 3 weapon effectiveness, this
破損
archer
で
would
消
do
滅
like
な
9 extra damage, which is almost 20 damage, I think.
の敵は無視していいのこれ
Okay.
えらい無視してるけど
Oh no, 8 damage from a bow.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It's
Help.
over.
It's over.
Rip.
Oh no.
It's over rape とか何言ってんだよ
I'm not a Sonic runner, by the way. No, apparently.
Hmm.
ああなるほど
So this is where we're going to use the pure water. So the pure water is a consumable item, where when you use it, it temporarily gives you a +9 boost to your resistance stat, which is really important for Ike's, in Ike's case, because his resistance is not very good. And he's also carrying, for story reasons, he's carrying another unit. So he's not very dodgy anymore. And these mages would do like 7 or 8 damage to him without the pure water. The pure water's boost goes down once per turn.
No
So
damage
next turn it's going to be a +6 instead of +7 boost, and then +5, and then so on.
So, like, you've been fighting for just over 1 hour. Have you remembered to consume your pure water?
Shout out to Stay Hydrated bot. Oh, by the way.
Stay hydrated bot made me pee yesterday.
Yeah, I'm gonna hope I don't need to use the bathroom.
It's okay, we got Oro behind us. He'll save the day again.
Again. Crit. Oh.
ミス
Next turn, I'm actually gonna use the Pillow Dance. Doesn't have a guaranteed crit because I really need to.
常に救出状態でステータスが下がる
The
なるほど
uses on her Forge are really tight, so I really want to make sure I don't use it when I don't need to. Yeah, that's right. So hopefully she gets like a 30% crit. What is it? 38%.
あれ
38. Oh, watch it be a second hit crit. Oh no! Every time I say that, the game crits again. So that didn't work apparently.
It's caught on to you, Kirby.
But yeah, so
これ
general idea, we're gonna
これ
Kai Ike in a
話が
corner
分かっ
because
てない
this
と
is
終わりじゃ
a
ね
uninteresting
完全についていけないよね
defend chapter.
まあ
We're
今
gonna
今
kill the
そうだ
mages
けど
because
現
their
に
animation costs a lot of time, and then just kind of camp for like 12 turns. So this will be a good time for some more donations.
Alrighty, we got $20 from the Ziziva, something like that. Always amazed to see games I sink dozens upon dozens of hours into beating in
さ
a
っきの
single
フレ
sitting.
ンドを作った
Yet
の
the
はなんで
completionist in me is appalled. What about the side quests?
But this game does not have side quests.
It has chests, though.
What about Nathani?
Who is that? Who is that?
We've also got $20 from
So
Melrose.
Nephany is
めん
a
どく
side
せえ命
quest?
令出したんで
Oh, Melrose.
Yeah, Melrose dropped a 20. Said, I owe it to the speedrunning community for keeping my head afloat during the worst periods of my battle with depression, and it gives me immense pride to support RPG Limit Break in their quest to raise money for Nami. I had more to say, but PX's donation comment fried my brain, so... Magoo?
Magoo.
Magoo.
Yeah,
We love
shout
you,
outs to
Melrose.
Melrose. He couldn't make it to RPG Limit Break this year, but he was here
attack.
last year. It would have been really nice to see him again because he's really chill. But
Yeah.
he's been really supportive and all around the place.
At $20 from Fishy, who says donating to get that Xenoblade cutscene because there hasn't been enough anime in this stream. Hashtag
Keith.
save the anime. No.
ここでやったらクズです
No.
Alright, so one more thing to note. Ike wants to dodge as much as
なるほど。
possible. The hit rate of the soldier on Ike is like around
これっ
70.
て
Like
なんか
around
他のさ
85% chance of hitting.
ファイアー
So
エン
I
ブレムシ
really
リー
want
ズつながり
to,
が
ideally, I
あ
would
る
never have to heal
あ
Ike.
るもしかしてあ
It's
る
really rare, so I usually have to heal him once. If I get really unlucky, I
完
have to heal
品
him
だっ
twice.
たらまだね
Really
いいんだけど
sucks. So
つ
here's
なが
hoping
っ
he
て
dodges
ると
enough.
もう困るよね
Alright, so very interesting chapter. Keep going.
Alrighty, $10 from Lowercase Row, Says Path of Lady Ants.
暁の女神がある。
Got $15 from Threech. Says, hey all, first time actually catching RPG Limit Break live, so thanks for the entertainment and props to the runners for the stamina it takes to speedrun all these games. Lots of love.
Yeah, I don't know how people do it. Like, Fire Emblem games are
詳しいな、
relatively
皆
short
さん。
compared to like the 6-hour runs we see in other in this marathon. It's crazy.
いや、あんまり私がね、任天堂作品を持ってないっていう。
And with that, the donation queue is empty.
Oh,
folks, you got to work that out.
Yeah.
Remember, we got those prizes that you could get a chance to win. $10 minimum. $10 minimum donation will get you in the running for all 4 of the prizes for the Fire Emblem. As well as the Fire Emblem run, as well as $5 minimum donation for just the strategy guide. So, come on, folks, give me more to read.
12. Okay. I can use to dodge 2 more times. Oh, dang. I have to heal him. I could technically not heal him and bank YOLO with 2 dodges, but I don't think we want to.
That's a terrible idea.
Yeah. All right. Good job, me. I'm using the elixir. I've used the pure water instead of elixir before, which doesn't end well.
I remember seeing that.
I've done it on stream like twice. I'm like, oh crap.
I mean, as much as we want you to stay hydrated, like you surviving is more important.
Yeah.
特効薬はエリクサでいいのか？いいのかその役。
Okay. Last one, I think. Yeah, popped. It's kind of amusing to see this massive army of red units just piling around Ike.
And now it's gone.
早っ。
Now it's gone.
実際草なんで。
You got your cutscenes ready?
あ、そうなんですね。
So you want to do after run?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right then.
Because I want it to be done in order.
In order. Fair. Okay. So this chapter is a defeat boss chapter, and you can just blitz him and kill him in 1 turn. I mean 2 turns actually, but well, I'm still gonna kill him in 2 turns when an enemy phase this time. There is a halberdier next to the boss. He carries a droppable skill. It's gonna be a really nice skill later on. So I'm gonna have Marcia use the spear, kill a lot of stuff around Oliver, the boss. He's very beautiful. And then
タイプ全開なんで。あ、なるほど。だからエリクサ。
pull off the halberdier.
なるほどな。
I don't think Marcia has a chance of missing. I'm not sure.
なる
Hopefully
ほど
not.
なるほどな。
Well, 99 hit is pretty promising, so I probably should have checked this before this run, but hey, it's fun.
Fun fact, both Kirby and I have had a double attack on a 99% to hit and missed both times.
And remember, 99
ファイアーエンブレム知識がないからね。もう超当てずっぽうにもの言うとかね。
To note, the 2 random numbers hit rates that Alec mentioned at the start of the run applies to almost every
海外役はエリクサ。なるほど。
Like all 3 GBA ones, Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn.
やっぱ日本語選んでる理由はあれでしょ。テキストが少ないからでしょ。
All of those games use the same system for
ね、
rolling 2
多分そういう理由だと思うんだけど。
average. But Fates does it a little bit differently. And Echoes, Shadows of Valencia actually just rolls 1 random number. So a lot of people feel the pain of like having an accurate hit
ミリシラ解説ってさ、すげえひどいよね。実況になるもんだな。
Dang it.
X's aren't quite so good anymore, are they, huh?
Nope. There's Adept. So now Marcia should kill the boss. Crit. No.
メス。いいね。
And yeah, the spear does have like I think 5 crit, so her crit rate's probably like around 10.
あ、レベル上がんないの。
Because like for every 2 points of skill you get an extra crit. And Marcia's skill is like 25, something like that. So she gets like an innate 12, 13 crit just from using any weapon.
上がった。
Right, level up. And that's the end of chapter 17.
え、もう終わり？
So after this, I can upload at an actually reasonable time. Elliewood, roll, Roy.
Oh boy, oh boy.
So, yep. He's gonna get a nice stat boost.
なんだこれ、
No
なんだこれ。
weapons at all, and gain 1 move, which is gonna be actually pretty valuable. So he goes from a decent sword lug foot unit to a decent sword lug foot unit. Good bonus.
なんだこれ。
But he does actually start contributing more and more throughout the run because he does have pretty good stats. He actually overtakes Marcia in terms of stats because he has better caps and growth than her overall. But that's not going to be
クラスチェンジしたらレベル1になるの？
Alright, so a little bit of a base here.
あ、イラストが変わった。
Gonna have to focus a bit here. Chest key, full guard. Equip that. Okay, let's do this.
手やり。RPGLB？ 18.
There we go. What does the banner look like? It's blue, so I'll see blue.
色なんだっけとかつって。
And I need to cap out Marsha. So now Marsha's
いつして
also
も
capped
上級
after
1
around
に
the
なります
halfway。point of the run. So nice level.
しょうがないだ
It
ろ。
doesn't matter. She
しょうが
capped
ない
3 stats
でしょ。
already, anyways. The most important thing here is that she's gonna get defense. Because 18 defense is good enough for now, but it's actually not gonna really hold up well in endgame. So
なるほど。
we're gonna see what happens. And buff up Ike a bit. So at the start of this chapter, we're gonna get 2 really
そんな
valuable
ね
units.
主催にしてる人間がね、全部のゲームしてるわけないんだか
His
ら。
name is Racing. He's gonna be one of the few male characters that contribute
しょうがないでしょ。
significantly. Shout out to girls. Girl power. Yeah, he's basically the dancer of the game. Oh, that is off. Yeah, that is really off.
なるほどなるほど。
Alright. Oh, I forgot that king, yeah. Oh, okay, well, this is gonna be an adventure. That's.
人数少な
Alright.。You. Go there. You. You. Tiki, go here. You. Here.
Thanks, Rolf.
Thanks, Rolf.
Thanks, Rolf.
Blame Rolf. Even though that was technically my fault. But yeah,
で
Raisin's the dancer.
ここはなんだ
And what that means is that he can let
クリ
another
ミア
unit
軍
move
進
again, which
撃
is really valuable. We're going to
なる
use
ほ
him
ど
very
よくわからん
frequently. Give him an extra tile, and then let Marsha move again. So this chapter is pretty straightforward. It's a bit of a
登
slog.
場ユニッ
It's
ト
a
は
route chapter, and
タ
there
ニ
aren't
ス
really any shortcuts to this chapter because
リ
it's
シ
just
オ
kind
ン
of one long winding
ヤナ
building.
ブウルキ
So the strat is basically just have Marsha fly as far as she can and kill everything on the way.
超翼族でいいのかこれ
There we go. And Raisin as a Lagoose unit, which are kind of like half human animal kind of species in this game, they have like a transformation, and Raisin does have his own transformation, which happens after 5
Suddenly,
turns, I think. Assuming he doesn't get attacked. And when he's transformed, he can actually refresh 4 units simultaneously, which is incredibly OP. On top of that, he heals
すげえ
everyone
進ん
adjacent
で
to
ん
him
な
at the
一
start of
人
every turn, making him an amazing support unit. This being a speedrun, we're not going to see him transform.
お
because
ーなるほど
most important use is going to be on turn 1, and it's not going to be very common for a chapter to last longer than 5 turns.
And
So-
the other units are just for, mostly for
お魔法使ってる当たらんよ
protecting Racing.
Yeah.
Tanif, who is
魔法
carrying
使っ
him
て
right
当たらん
now,
よ
is actually a pretty good unit in her own right. She's a Falcon Knight like Marsha.
見事に当たらなければどうぞいうことはないってやつです
A
ね
lot of the same things apply to her that apply to Marsha. She just doesn't have as many levels.
Yeah, she's a really good unit and has really solid base stats. And on top of that, she actually has like one of the highest base speeds in the entire game, honestly. Like 23, 24 speed like that, something like that.
It's good.
It's very
アイ
good.
クはなんであそこ行ったんだ
Enough to double everything at this point in the game. And she has enough strength to do
超
what she
翼
needs to do.
族
But she's not
鳥
really
貴
going to be
族
used for much combat.
それ
just
焼肉屋
because
焼き鳥
we don't need another
焼
combat
肉屋
flyer in the speedrun.
焼
It's
き
going to be
鳥
useful for
屋よ
making errands by virtue of being a free 9-move
ひ
flyer.
てえな
And also babysitting Raisin, as Vintage would like to call it. Because Raisin kind of dies in 2 hits.
And he did put them,
鳥貴
Titania
族っ
and
て居酒屋だっ
Zenith
け
on two
一
particular
応
tiles. That's going to prevent 2 units from spawning. It's not always
た
the
ことねえ
case,
からわ
but
かんねえ
sometimes when a unit comes in, if you have a unit on the place where they would spawn, they
お
just
お
don't spawn.
お
I think it's technically 3 Cavaliers, but like if you covered only 2 of the tiles and none of them show up for whatever reason,
なるほど
I don't remember off the top of my head because I haven't played this casually in a long time. Oop. Yeah, so we kind of see the limitations of a Sorlock unit. That Wyvern there has a
軽減
has
近
a
すぎ
1-2 range weapon, and I can't do anything to him on enemy phase because he can't counter. So we have to move Ike far enough to lure that Wyvern towards Ike, but not too close or
本
else
当だ
its
勝利
attack
条
will
件
lose.
全滅って書いてある
And now we just pop in on player face.
Friends
Boop.
Nice friends
So Marsha has a chest key, and she's going to be using it to open a chest, which gives us the Wrath skill, which is going to be used on Ike later on. Very important skill.
怒り
I'll
の書
explain what it does
なんで
later.
怒りの書よくわからん
And now we have Shinan, who comes back to us and tries to kill us because he's a very nice guy. By the way, Marsha takes 2
もうね
damage
知っ
from
てる
him
人同士のテキ
because
ストの
multiple
会話
times the
が
weapon effectiveness is a joke. Wait, no, she does have the full guard equipped. She will still take only like 10 damage. Yeah, like around 10 damage.
Yeah. His damage is weak, but his bow is brave.
必殺プラス50とか言っても結局
But yeah, so not
あ
much
れだ
else
よね
interesting going on. We just kind of move Marsha
バグやってる
forward
時点
and
で
so if you have
毎
any
回必殺だから
donations,
関係ないよね
Oh yeah, we got a $100 donation from some nerd in the middle of the couch that says ban anime.
Banime.
あ、また新しいのが来た。
$25 from NeoCities. Says great
マー
run,
シさん
Kirby.
特攻じゃないですか。
Great to see you here doing a fun run for a good cause and send him to
ちなみ
runner's
に
choice. whether
本
it's
家の
anime
リップシ
related
ノンっ
or
て言って
not.
ますからね。
Anime?
We have $75 from Sheriff, who says cat emote.
Yes.
Someone might need to translate that to English for me. Is it Magoo?
なるほど。
Magoo. Yeah, so
Oh.
my head is blocking Keys' face
Kayatte.
even though his ego is so big because I
could
just
just, you know, sit straight or something.
we don't want the anime hater on couch, okay?
I'll sit like this from now on.
スターオーシャン今回
Think of how Oro sat during your run. He sat in the middle.
だかな。
$10
ないですね。
Anonymous. Says rest in peace,
な
Kevin.
い
You were
んだよ
useful
な、これが
once.
な。
Maybe? Not really? It's okay, I still love you.
It actually saved us a little bit of time.
Some
Yeah.
days you just
なんか
can't count her
FF15
on
と
it.
かね、今日の昼あるん
Yeah,
ですけど、
on a serious note, it is
ま
on
だリプレイ
average
だから
faster to
見たく
remove
ないっていう
counters because every time it activates you lose time. But in the case where it activated here, it actually saved us a bit of time, so it was worth it. Alright.
ああ、要は1しか当たらないものに必殺やっても3倍だから
I'm glad this channel
3しか当たら
exists.
ないってことね。なるほどね。
Yes. Oh, that was a quick one. Okay, let's do one more.
$100 from B. Ross says, I would like to put this $100 towards naming Dragon Quest VIII hero It Naruto. I hope this is the correct area to do so. Well, Keys would disagree probably, but yes, it is.
Alright, now we just have to kill these two ravens and we're done. It's kind of annoying because the ravens all spawn as
カップラーメンのね
upper left corner.
いやいや、
Right
あ
there,
ったけど
so-
さ、あったけど
Yeah,
さ、CM
rock
が。
trappers with reinforcements
あ、あ
on
れ
the way are
FF15 じゃないっけ
annoying. Which
いや、
is
飲めるんやで。
occurrence in a lot of Fire Emblem games, unfortunately.
Yeah, they don't quite
いや
expect,
ネタバレになっちゃうじゃん。
they don't expect you to blitz through that area quite as quickly, so they tried to time it so that you know the Ravens would be transforming when
FF15 もだ
you'd be
ね、
fighting them normally.
あ
It's,
の
because we're so fast, it's not.
So
Full
after that
priceで
slog
買っ
of a
てんのこっ
chapter,
ち。
we have one of my favorite chapters in the run. So that
フ
was a
ル
bit
プライ
bad.
スで買っちゃったんだよ。
Alright. No. Alright.
まあ今、レコードキーパーでやってますよね。
Every time I make a
no.
mistake out of nerves, I'm just gonna name wrong.
チャレンジイベントで
All aboard the show.
あ
釣りを
All
成
aboard the
功させてってね。
Oh, fun fact, Lagoos units can shove mounted units. Some of them can. Yep. Mordecai has very high weight, meaning he can shove almost anyone in the
私
game.
は
He also
Xbox の
comes
デラッ
with
クス
the
版を買った
ability
んで、
which allows him to shove 2 squares instead of 1.
Shove. So we just shoved Raisin 5 times.
プレステ版じゃないのでよくわかりません。
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
So the goal in this chapter is to kill the boss. Guess what he's gonna do?
Shove. Choo. Alright. RPGLB! Let's go! Crit! Nah. Yeah, it's nice to get a crit because you skip that animation. The boss also has adapts, which doesn't get that much.
投資だよ
And wait, this is just waste time. Why should I set no threat of dying? Yes! I didn't lose 30 seconds.
あ早いな終わるの。
Yeah,
終わるの早いよ。
basically the choice there is if you want your
一つの章終わるの早いよ。
to an assassin. The promotion takes time, and we're not going to use him for anything except.
あんまりなんかパソコンでゲームをしない人なんですよね。自分がね。だからパソコン版でゲームはほとんどないです僕は。
She's really good, actually. Like, if you level
売
up
ら
on
れ
promoted
売られて
stage,
ても買わないで
up
す
to
よ
her。level, her base stats actually kind of match up to like Soren, Tormod, or Ileana. And on top of that, she actually has pretty good growths. So she's just really good. To be careful here. Yeah, that's 5. And hardest advancement in the game.
15ターン到達。
You have no idea how hard that is
こ
to
こは
do.
なんだ
Because the D-pad is really wonky with the advancements in this game.
20ターン到達。ハードモード20ターン到達。
Alright, so this is an arrive chapter, so my goal is to get any unit to the upper right corner and end the chapter for me. Titania and Tanith are going to play support roles to visit 2 important villages. One of them gives us a smite scroll, which we're going to
え、
teach them
何これ
under
耐え
Tiger,
るってこ
Hawkeye.
と
And the other village gives us rescue staff, which we're going to use twice
これは
at endgame.
タイルゲ
So
ー
onto Khalil, which we just recruited. She
この
is
チ
a
ャプターは
frequent
タイル
she
ゲーですか
has a she kind of has a 255 crit Thunder Tome. Thank you, crit Forge Glitch. On top of having pretty decent offensive stats all around, she just and we get her for free. She's just really good all
あ
around.
ゲームオーバーじ
Her
ゃあ
main
これじゃない
selling
の
point compared to other mages is the fact that she has B ranks in all weapon types,
あれ
which
ど
means
れ
that she can use siege tomes for all 3
20
types.
章でいいんだよね
And siege tomes are tomes that let you attack up to 10 tiles away. No other unit in the game can do that. The downside to using her is that she uses knives.
今攻略サイト見ながらやってるけ
When you
どなん
promote
か
a
勝利条件が
to a sage in this game, you have a
そう
choice
タ
to
ーン
let
経過
them
って書いてあっ
wield
たけど
staves or knives. Guess which is better? They don't get much strength.
Yeah, they don't. I think
な
Tormod
ん
has
だこ
like
れどうなってんだ
35-40% strength growth.
誰
That
が
might
説
be
明してくれ
Radiant
よ
Dawn, though. In one of the two games, he has like a higher strength growth than magic growth.
I don't remember off the top of my head, but
I think it's Radiant Dawn.
yeah.
So Tannis does have a chance of dying. It only really has a chance of dying if the Blizzard Mage hits her, but which he didn't, so we're good.
Yeah, she needs to be hit several times in order for her to be in danger, really.
Twice after the Blizzard hit. Oh, by the way, Rayson doesn't count as a flying unit until he transforms. So if he's transformed, he would die from that.
Even though he can fly over gaps and
Yeah.
rough terrain and such.
All right. Friends!
おわら
This
とわ
guy,
ら
his
と
name's Shiharam.
またアニメありにした
And I'm just going to style on this guy. Even though he has a poor family. This poor man has a family.
Who we didn't meet in this run.
I don't know who you're talking about. He apparently
何があ
I
とは
heard he
任せ
has
た
a
ぞなんだよ
daughter
くわからんぞ
that's training up to be a knight just like him. I don't know. But Ike just styled on him.
Wait,
and
wasn't there that Wyvern Rider sitting off the map in that one chapter who never got on the map?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know why. I don't know why that unit was just sitting there, but eh.
ぶちかましの書
And visit this village.
She's on her lunch break.
She's on her lunch break.
ボスが仲間になりそうな雰囲気出してて味方に娘がいるから
Alright,
その
so
子で
this
話す
chapter
と
is
娘が
a
敵に
siege
寝返
chapter.
る
You're actually
敵
in
に寝
King,
返
which
る
is the enemy territory, but the king, he's kind of a jerk and just left.
Wow, what a jerk.
I know.
What a digital dummy. What a digital dummy.
ああなるほど
Alright, what should I name this? Let's see.
Wrath.
Wrath!
ラースか
What's the exclamation point? I really should have practiced this before I
Wrath.
Oh well. I'll make it red.
Red,
Yes,
yes.
red.
名前の付け方がむちゃくちゃなんだけどなん
Yeah.
だこれ
Naming these forges is throwing me off my rhythm of these bases, but whatever. So like the bases are like the hardest part of the runs, honestly. It's memorizing what to do. You have
お
very
こ
little
こが
downtime
一番
to,
大
like,
変
try
な
to
と
think
こ
of
っつっ
what
て
you
た
need
今
to do next. And on top of that, everything is Japanese. So kind of have to just memorize where everything is and practice it and build the muscle memory.
Or learn to read Japanese.
That
But
too.
裏切るとデータが引き継ぎできなくなる問
So
題っ
Ike
てダメ
needs
や
to hit 14 resistance. Which is why he has a band equip that boosts his resistance growth.
ちなみに彼らは
That's because in
あ
this
の
chapter
非常に
there
大変な
is
と
a
こなんだけ
unit.
ど見てる人はあのゲームが日本語だからわかんねえねって言いながら笑いながら今言ってましたけど
Getting put to sleep is bad. And
ま
even if
あ
you
だ
can
から
dodge
私
sleep,
た
that's
ちには
bad
理
too,
解できるから
because
ね
we want the bishop
気にしない
who has sleep staff to attack you and suicide on Marsha. If he tries to put you to sleep, even if he misses, he blocks the way to the throne, which is very bad. So I'm gonna be boosting Ike and Marsha's resistance with pure waters. So the resistance is high enough for the bishop to not even bother trying to put him to sleep.
何してんの何してんの何してんのこれ
All right. So yeah, you're supposed to kind of go all the way around this chapter, but I mean, you know the idea. We have a flyer. Doesn't matter.
なんだなんだ
And then Tanith is going to
Tanith
go grab
が
Rayson
なんだ
to keep him safe.
Or
Meanwhile,
Equip just works. Babysit Rayson.
yeah. And
I forgot to turn off animations. That's number one. Good thing very few units attack. But the animations are kind of useless in this game because typically in most Fire Emblem games they display like the stats of hit rates and crits and stuff, but they don't in this game. It's kind of silly. Not gonna lie.
animations.
Thank you,
animations.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
アニメーションオフにするの忘れてたなだから見ちゃったとか
Anime, anime,
アニメ
Animations.
animations.
そうだそうだ 遊びで言うね、そういうの。
And other than that, there's a little bit of a risky part here. He's going to have Ike recruit this general, Tironio. He's a pre-promoted unit, pretty powerful. Going to see a small amount of use.
Yeah,
not nearly as much as in Radiant Dawn.
Oh yeah, Toronto was amazing in Radiant Dawn.
Yeah. And pretty much the only other thing to note is that Ina has an ability that can make her survive with 1 HP. It's called Miracle.
Yeah.
Taronio.
He has Miracle too. And the thing about Anna, she's incredibly bulky.
And has a lot of luck, so she actually has a decent chance of activating Miracle.
Yes.
And if she activates it,
Taronimo-san.
Fun things. 2%. Fun fact, I had 2 runs in a row. I had that happen in 2 runs in a row last year. And technically 3, because I did a practice run offline, and it happened there too. So 2%.
I look forward to the boring not being boring anymore.
Oh, why would you do this to me?
Ow, what was that for?
We got the sign. It's gonna come up soon.
TM.
TM. All right. All right, so we're gonna recruit Toronio for his weapon. He's also gonna help out give Ike a few extra tiles to get in range of the throne. So Marsha's not gonna be able to kill Enna on this turn because Enna's really bulky. Like even 2 crits from Marsha doesn't kill her. So we have to kill her on player phase.
She's kind of a dragon. Dragons are rather tough, as you might expect.
And you can't really have like a crit,
Oh,
unfortunately.
敵強いじゃん。
Yeah, bulky.
ダメージは17何本与えたで。
So after this turn
強いじゃん。
is when the miracle may happen,
強いじゃんとか言って。
or it never happened. For those missing the reference, there's a line in Phoenix, right, where if you fail a certain part, the game just says the miracle never happened. Not past tense. There we go. Don't you love anime? The animations? Alright, I think that's it. Alright, Miracle. Miracle!
メバコ
I'm gonna turn on animations. So let's go. You have the poster?
アニメ見せてくれるってよ。
Just hold it. Just hold it up. Miracle!
まあ、立ち方がシュールやな。
Oh, the miracle never happened.
Miracle never happened とか言って。
It never happened. How boring. How boring. Alright, there's one more boss with a 19% chance of activating Miracle. So, it's probably gonna happen knowing my luck. Alright, so this chapter is a pretty fun chapter. I like it a lot. Both casually and like a more efficiency sake because you have kind of an incentive to not kill the priests. And the boss, which this is a defeat boss chapter by the way. Your goal is to defeat the boss. I just said that twice. Why not?
To defeat the boss chapter, you have to defeat the boss.
Yes.
Who would have thought?
Wait, what's the thing you have to do again?
You have to defeat
You have to defeat the boss.
Oh, what kind of chapter is this?
Defeat
Defeat
boss.
the boss chapter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's a bunch
I
of
understand
priests. The boss is all the way up here, and he's kind of blocked by a bunch of priests. So the game gives you incentive to try to use your shoving mechanic to not kill the priests. What am I doing? But we don't care. We're just gonna kill them. Crit, 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 crit.
Oh.
No. So yeah, Khalil's gonna be nice here because she can use a Meteor Tome immediately and kill the priest blocking away from the boss.
Meteor.
And the ideal strat is to Meteor the boss 3 times actually. With Khalil, who has like a 50% hit, and Tormod, who has like a 20 to 30 hit.
Also, animations.
Animations. Yeah. And you have to land all 3 of those in a row, which is the fastest strat, but good luck doing that in a run. Thank you. This is Titania's last kill in a run. Raise your Bible thumbs.
Well.
You did well, Titania.
All hail girl Jagan.
Thank you, Toronio, for your contribution to the run. Give Tannis, another girl, a spear. Tannis does have a chance to okay, never mind. Her biorhythm's good, so she has a 100 hit.
Nice.
Her hit rate can vary from like 80 to 100. It's pretty insane. But hey, I don't think I've ever seen 100 hit, actually. That's never happened before.
Welcome to a marathon.
Welcome to marathons. Alright, so this boss has a chance of killing Marsha? Let's see. He has like a 16% chance of activating his skill Colossus, a 42% hit rate, which is roughly 30% of hitting Marsha, and a 21% chance of critting. If all 3 happen, she dies. Okay, nope.
Didn't even hit.
Didn't even hit.
How boring.
How boring.
ボーリングとか
I should
言う
stop
なよ
saying that.
なんてつまんねえとか何言ってんだ
Statistically, the most likely option.
Yeah, it's like a 1% chance, give or take a bit, because of biorhythm. Yeah, biorhythm's a good mechanic. Alright, so we're gonna do a bit of management. Bye, lady. What should I name this?
Girl. If you're getting rid of lady.
Yeah, why not? I was trying to think if I could come up with something fancy, like Radiance, but it's not gonna fit.
Girl PWR or girl power.
Smites.
Good old Hawkeye of the desert.
Hawkeye go!
Hawkeye's gonna be nice. I gave Hawkeye Smite, which is gonna be useful later. Okay, this is a notorious chapter among casuals for good reason, because this is a bridge chapter on a bridge, and this bridge has a lot of pitfalls. That you can't see. Shout out to Mecha and his pitfalls. If a grounded unit walks on a pitfall, they fall into it and lose their turn. Doesn't matter to us because we're using a flyer, and this is also the chapter where we really want to full guard. Because yeah, those two ballista, they would have done about 20 damage to Marsha without the full guard, and she's not gonna be dodging much because she's carrying Ike, and when you rescue someone, which we should have mentioned earlier, oh well, you lose half of your speed, meaning you lose about half of your avoid.
Yes,
really bad.
Skill.
Yeah, it's a speed skill.
Yeah, those two are the only ones. They're halved.
But you can kind of cheese the gimmick of this chapter casually. Like, if you put a flyer on top of a pitfall, you can have a grounded unit walk across it. You can also kind of guess where a pitfall is, because like there are some the enemy units know where they are. So like sometimes they're just gonna kind of run around a random tile for no reason, and that's where you know there's a pitfall. But honestly, you're better off just using a map and looking online. So okay, so we're gonna see a cat move and avoid a pitfall.
飛んでるから関係ない
Cat. No. Come on, cat. Come on, cat. No, not the ballista. Cat. 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 Meow. 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 Cat roll. Meow. 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 Yeah, that cat there. You saw that? It ran around a pitfall. Yeah.
Meow.
Nothing
Meow.
much else
Meow.
to this chapter. We're just gonna get Ike to near the throne. Hi, Har. Bye, Har. So we can squeeze on some donations here.
Sure thing. First, I want to mention, though, that RPG Limit Break 2018 is brought to you by Twitch. Twitch. Live directly to the eyeballs. And we got $20 from Anonymous. Says, always nice to see a Fire Emblem speedrun. Good luck with the run, Kirby.
Thank you. This run has been going surprisingly well with respect to luck.
$10 from Herschel. Says, seeing Kirby blow through levels with 2 characters where I typically got a few characters killed is something else. Keep up the great work, runners and RPG Limit Break crew alike. $10 from Felix says, y'all ever want to hollow out your GameCube and carry your lunch in it? Sure.
Can't say I have.
Neither have I.
$10 from Mac Attack says, long-time watcher, first-time donator. Kirby is my favorite Fire Emblem speedrunner, and I'm excited to watch him live. Donation goes to Runner's Choice.
In honor of Alta Biscuit, can we get a fact check on that?
Yeah, so that's Har, the Black Wyvern Lord. He's a really good unit in this game. We're not gonna recruit him because we don't have a character that's required to talk to him, unfortunately. We just kind of killed her dad.
ああ、猫がいるからね。なるほどね。
Yeah.
Never even saw her except just off the.
おっと、大丈夫か
But if you watch a Radiant Dawn run, Har and Jill are gonna they carry the run.
フレームランスゲット。
Whereas in this game, it's kind of the Pegasus show. All right, so that's
早えな。
Jill. All right, so we got the choo-choos ready. We're gonna see another shove train. All right, this chapter also
次
features
が
Glimpage.
戦場の再開で、条件が到達
It shouldn't be anymore. Thanks, Rolf. Thanks, Rolf.
Shoutouts to Rolf.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
到達マスタ
Shove train.
ー。どれがゴール
Shove, 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 shove. Boop.
向こうのノリが分かんないんだけど、何あのシャバシャバシャバシャバって。
And get Marsha up here.
honestly would have been kind of funny to me if Shubs did like 1 damage.
And fun fact, in Radiant Dawn, some paired units actually build support from shoving. That's actually a thing in a normal mode speedrun.
That's silly.
It's really funny because I don't remember the exact numbers, but like, you can support Raphael and Ike and which is really nice because it gives Ike a much needed hit boost. And they share 3 chapters in that speedrun, which gives them, I think, 48 support points out of 50 that they need. But having Ike shove racing gives them 2 points, which is just enough. So, works out perfectly.
You can take that support and shove it.
So yeah, so this chapter is an Arrive chapter. It's a really big chapter, and thankfully the blue tile is not guarded. In fact, it's guarded by a bunch of green units, including Gwimpage, who is a paladin there. He's really good. We're actually going to use him for a chapter.
Here's my boy Joffrey.
I don't know who Joffrey is. You mean Gwimpage? But yeah, and we want to end this in 3 turns. We also want to visit the village. A skill that makes it so you don't have any skill or speed penalties when rescuing someone, which would have been really nice previous chapter, but better late than never.
It's still very useful when you get it.
Yeah, it's just a really valuable skill to have. Alright, but yeah, this is kind of a chapter with a lot of downtime, so like, we have plenty of time to chill.
Already we got $50 from Amazing Toaster. Says hashtag Team Anime for Kizaron. $5 from Claris says girl.
Yes.
Girl.
Girls of Radiance.
And with that, folks, I gotta say once again, we need you to get those donations in. I'm out. So while we're waiting, why don't I remind you that RPG Limit Break 2018 proudly supports the National Alliance on Mental Illness, or NAMI. If you want to get involved in the fight against mental illness and the stigmas it can bring, reach out to NAMI via their state organizations or on Facebook, where they can be found as NAMI, on Instagram and Twitter as @NAMICommunicate, or check out their Tumblr blog at notalone.nami.org. It's not a weakness to need help. Reach out if you think you need help.
Kitty. All this anime love proves that we need a lot of help.
Someone doesn't like anime.
Who, me? I think you're thinking of Hobbs.
Can confirm.
Alright, so funny enough, we actually just got 2 new units. Lucia. How? Wow! Ow! That poor guy.
Wow.
That was rude. That's actually not a bad thing, because a green unit dying on this turn saves a bit of time on the next other phase. But yeah, we just got 2 new units. They're kind of not that great. But thankfully we don't have to care about them because they spawn barely out of range of all the enemy units, so we can just ignore them. The worst case scenario.
Go after the guy who got crit.
I know.
What a waste.
Well, I guess it's because they're archers.
Yeah.
But yeah, the worst case scenario of these green units is that there is a Valkyrie who can use her staff to heal, and that healing animations cost a lot of time. So this is kind of just an annoying chapter where there's just so much out of your control that you can't really do much about. So it's kind of annoying.
We got a $1 donation from Mecha again. This is dropping Titania.
Pitfall. Pitfall. It is a common pitfall to stop using Jagan units, quote quote. Nice miss. Nice miss. What is that guy's hit rate? I kind of want to see.
Spear on spear? It's probably above 50. Like, I'd say around 60, 70.
Well, I mean, that soldier's probably going to die. He survives. Oh, he survived.
One less animation?
One less animation. I kind of want to check out what their hit rate was. Let's see. Alright, this guy's dodge is 19, so it's kind of terrible. Yeah. How did you dodge? That's like 80%, 70% displayed hits. 2 of them. And you dodged got 90 hits. What?
Wow.
That is one lucky soldier.
Oh,
yeah, I also avoided the run killer. I have a tendency to forget the saber scroll. It's kind of bad. Alright, so this is the last route chapter in the run. Woo! Yay! Less route chapters. So I'm going to do a bit of inventory management.
Hi, Lucia. Bye, Lucia.
Yep. And give Savior to Marsha, our savior. I also need to give her a spear. I forgot about that. Good thing I remembered just now. Alright, give me that spear. This is Marty. could be everyone. Shout out to Hawkeye. Let's go Hawkeye. Shout out to messing up advancements.
時たま
This is kind
日
of
本語喋るからちょっと
gimmicky
笑う。
chapter. It's a mountainous chapter, and mounted units on a horse actually have like only 1 or 2 move on this chapter, most of it, which really sucks. But, I mean, we have flyers, so we don't care. This chapter also has a bunch of boulders, which you will see at the very top right here. We're first going to kill the boss in turn 1, by the way.
おお
He has resolve, which boosts your strength and
Tsuyoi.
Skill and speed, but he's using a magic weapon, so it doesn't help him at all. But yeah, so there's a bunch of boulders. Each one of those has a predetermined unique path.
もう終わったん
And
だ
if
け
any
ど
of your units step on that path, then they're gonna obstruct the boulder, which wastes a lot of time. So I need to position my units carefully to avoid those paths. And the exception is that there's
敵
one
の
boulder
全
on
滅
the
だから
right
大
side
変
that's
だね
always
これ
gonna get shoved no matter what you do, which hurts 2 enemy units and strips them from damage them. Does 10 damage to them without hurting any of my units. So
もう
good
消
job.
化試合になってんじゃないの
But yeah, so Marsha's gonna kill pretty much everything at the top because, you know, she's kind of OP. Ike is gonna help clean up the left side, and Khalil's gonna help clean up the right side.
当たると固定銃ダメージで
It's
す
really important to keep Race and a cannon out of range because that ballista at the top is a long ballista, so it has like 15 range, I think. It can actually reach Ike all the way from there,
Yeah,
so it's really scary.
it can actually go a couple square or 2 past him. It goes really far.
Yeah, it does. And again, shoutouts to Khalil, who's an awesome mage. It's kind of funny because it's a really fun combo to do in a Japanese version of the game is to give a good mage at 255 crit Thunder Tome, and also give them Vantage. Excuse me. Because they're just gonna one-shot everything before an enemy even attacks them.
Yeah, it's not as pronounced as it is in a lot of the older games, but a lot of units have lower resistance. So they'll take more damage from a mage than they would from a melee or archer.
All right, nice dodge. Yeah, and we also have Hawkeye. He's gonna be giving Ike Smite.
破壊って言ってるのが楽しい
It's kind of nice to use Hawkeye because he has something called a Demi Band, which when a Legu's unit equips it, they're permanently transformed while it's equipped. But they face like a minor stat loss, like in a lot of their other stats. But in the case of
Hawkeye
it doesn't really matter because we're just using him as a smite bot.
Yeah, so you gain movement on transformation as well as certain stats are increased, and it just decreases the amount of increase. So it's both
nice.
good and not good. It really depends on what you're going for.
And no, you cannot use a Demi Band on Raisin. Unfortunately, that would be amazing if you could.
あれもうレベル20だけど
Yeah, because when Raisin is transformed, he can affect 4 units surrounding him in the cardinal directions.
その上がないのか
I'm sorry, you know.
なり損ないって面白いよね
Oh, by the way, new strat. I think that's right. That's right. This saves like a half second, except I lost that time from thinking about it. Gwimpage suggested randomly in my last stream before coming here of moving Morum out of range of that ballista. And we see like 1 less ballista use, but the archer moves anyways.
ちょっと乾燥しちゃってんのか
But hey, thanks Gwimpage. So this turn's kind of iffy because Amarsha has not gotten any stronger. And like she barely killed this warrior with a spear, and the spear is 1 point stronger than the forged javelin she's been using. And if you're really unlucky, there's a chance that the wyverns and or warriors actually survive. And if they do survive, you lose a turn. And there's really not much you can do about it. Thankfully, losing turns isn't the end of the world because there aren't any reinforcements on this chapter, so just have to chase them down and finish them off. You're kind of seeing Marsha taking a lot more damage now because the enemies have started catching up stat-wise and are starting to do decent damage with better hit rates. Which is where her 18 defense is where it starts lacking. And there are some chapters near endgame where she actually has a legitimate chance of dying. Which just happened before this run in practice.
なんかさっきの SE どっかで聞いたことあるよなと思ってなんか頭の中考えてみんだけど聞いたことあるんだよな
Like you can see, a forged javelin would not have killed him. He would be left at 1 HP with it. So, very tight. Oop. Here, have my wrath. Taste my wrath. I should have attacked at 1 range. I forgot about that. See, this is literally my second time doing this strat, so I'm not used to it. Now it's a marathon strats.
ラグズに投薬し常時変身状態にした
Go Hawkeye.
実験的なやつ
And there's a Swordmaster up there, but thankfully he just attacks on Ike in the set. Suicides on Ike, so. Shout out to a bishop that does like 0 damage to Khalil. Or you can dodge anyways.
I mean, that's still technically 0 damage.
Yeah,
Yes.
true. That is technically 0 damage. Let's go, bishop. And that's the last kill Khalil gets, I think. Nice crit.
Nice crit.
Wow, that was actually really useful.
Get crit.
あ
crit.
あそういうやつねなのね
Way to not crit afterwards.
これで終わりかな
And
あ
two
と
more
に
enemies.
これと
I mean, you kind of need to see those for those critical opportunities.
Dead.
Like that one?
Dead.
Okay, crit. What a surprise.
OK 問題ないですね
Yeah. But 255 is pretty reasonable, I'd say.
Yeah, nothing out of line with that.
That gives you a pretty likely chance.
早っ
Alright, chapter 26. We get our third Pegasus Knight on this chapter. Very late, very underleveled, very weak. She is also a staff user, which is nice. And she is the only playable unit in the game who can use the rescue staff
なんか
immediately.
いくつか SE がむちゃくちゃ聞いたことある本当にそんなばっかりや
She is Alencia, the princess we've been protecting the entire time.
な落石云々の話を聞いたけど落石なかったね
Yes, you can triangle attack in this game.
I know what I'm doing casually.
Yeah, there are actually
Kitotsu.
2 triangle attacks in this game. There's one with Alencia, Tanith, and Marcia, and then the other one is
Oh.
actually with bows.
なるほどなるほど
With
で
Boyd,
ここが
Oscar,
制圧
and Rolf.
Thanks, Rolf.
Thanks, Rolf. Yeah, it's not practical because
Then-
on one hand, it requires you to train Rolf.
敗北ユニ敗北条件
And
がア
on
イ
the
ク
other
と
hand,
エ
it
リンシア
requires
の
that
死
you give
亡
Oscar bows, which is not a very good
エリ
option.
ンシアってどれ
Accepted.
Challenge accepted. Do it. Do it for the memes.
But that ruins girl power.
That's true.
エリンシアっ
Girl
て
power
誰
plus boy triangle.
大問題
They're all
発言だ
brothers, that's the thing.
So girl power plus bros. That could work. But yeah, so I just used the rescue staff, and we never explained what it does, but in case you missed it, it's a staff
Ito?
where you teleport a distant unit up to the staff user.
あああれがそ
So
う
in
か
Alicia's case, what we did was we had her
一瞬過ぎて全然
Marsha
気
3 extra tiles.
分かんなかったけど
It's really limited compared to like other Fire Emblem games, especially if you watch like the speedrun of Blazing Sword, because in
エーサーって立
the
派
range
人
of the rescue staff is your magic divided by 2, and Alencia's magic stat is only 12, so she only has 6 range with it, as opposed to say Pent from Fire Emblem Blazing Sword, where he has like 12 range or whatever.
Pent is so
どんどん
Pent
追っ
is
てき
so
ます
good
ね
in Blazing Sword, oh my god.
Both in casual and the speed
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
どん
He's
どん
just so good.
どんど
I
ん
was about to say even casually,
寄ってきます
it's,
ね
it's really foolish not to consider adding him to your team.
But yeah, the only other staff users you have on this game at base are Mist and Riss. Riss has like a D staff rank, I think, and Mist is E? Riss might be C
Yes.
or D, I don't remember. I know Mist is E.
なり損ない
as I
See?
recall.
Okay. But the rescue staff requires a B rank, so you can't use it.
あれ
Valencia starts with B rank, I
あ
think.
の光ってるとこ
I
ろ
don't
には終わ
remember.
りか
It's enough to use it, so.
Yeah, I want to say B.
ね
It's either B or A that she starts with.
Yeah, so this chapter is scary. We actually equipped Marcia with the Lagoon
すげえ
Guard now
囲まれ
because
て
the
ますけ
Bull
ど
Guard, which negates extra damage from bows and wind magic, isn't relevant anymore. And instead, the most dangerous units for Marcia are the Lagoon's units, especially the Tigers, because the Tigers have really high mights and
逃げる
they're very accurate too. So and the Lagoon's Guard halves all damage from Lagoos, so that's going to be really important for Marcia for the rest of the run.
アイクで倒すんだ
Dead. There is a way to end this chapter one turn earlier, with the tools I have, and should be faster, but it's really unreliable because it requires killing the boss on player face with Marcia, but the boss heals himself with his weapon, and if he hits, your run's over. So I don't know if I'll ever implement that strat or not. I don't think I want to, because adding more run killers kind of sucks. But we'll see.
あ追いついたんだ
All right. So
Oh,
we can squeeze
time.
in like 2 or 3 donations before I talk about the next chapter.
All right, sounds good. We got $25 from Lone Wolf, who says anime. $5 from Hikari New 124, who says hi Kirby Magoo.
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 Meow.
$5 from Anonymous says, "Hello, Steve. We were watching you at work. Give us a pun." He does not appear to want to. Yeah. Our $15 from Valora says, "I won't be able to watch much of the marathon this year, but still want to support your great cause. Shoutouts to all the runners, crew, and of course, kirbymastah. Greetings from Germany."
Surprised I haven't heard that until now. Alright, so it should be soon, I think. Ah, no, not yet. One more.
$10 from Try to Run. It's 2:30 a.m., but I just had to tune in and watch kirbymastah play some sweet old Path of Radiance. Marsha is our savior.
Yep. Okay. Renewal. Alright, so the next chapter is a popular chapter. Not because of the chapter itself, but it's because you fight the Black Knight in this chapter. And that incentive has been met, I believe.
Yes.
So I've done this run with the assumption that I'm going to fight the Black Knight, because I like a responsible adult, I check the donations beforehand.
You know.
So I'm going to do a little bit of prep for it. Giving Ike some healing items. That's fine. And we're gonna... Where are you? There you are. Hey, miss, how's it going? Here, have a Master Seal. And have a swim sword. And give Ike some skills. Save just in case I did something wrong. I don't think I did. I should be fine.
You're not done with Mist.
Yeah, I'm not done with Mist. I almost missed that. So I'm gonna be leveling up Mist to level 10. And then Promoter. She's actually a pretty good unit in the long run because she's the only character for the majority of the game who has a mount and can use staves. Until Alincia, but you only have like 3 chapters left in the game.
Yeah, and in addition to that, you get a Sonic Sword earlier in the run from that guy with the first shove train.
Oh, you get it from Tanit. So you get it earlier.
Oh yeah, that's right. I always seem to mix that up.
I don't blame you.
You just love the shove train so much.
I know.
The best user of the magic weapon in this game. So
yeah, the caveat is that you have to give her 2 arms physical weapons with her. So like she's a unit that's very much worth like using a Master Seal on her just because having an early mounted staff users is so valuable, and she has pretty respectable
Yeah, she's fully capable of becoming a hilariously dodgy character as well, because she has good speed growth and hilariously high luck growth. And those are the 2 stats that affect that.
Mistype? So like I told you this was Girls of Radiance. I told you this was Ladies of Radiance. Promotion. Alright, so for the Black Knight fight, I don't really need Mist, I'm just doing it for fun. But I can't guarantee beating the Black Knight, so I believe the incentive says I'll give it 2 shots. My chances of beating him are relatively high actually with the strat I have laid out. What do I need to do? Oh yeah.
Save again.
Save again.
Well, first off, let's teach her Soul, because why not? And then I'll save after I do this advancement.
Yeah.
Friends! Oh wait, that's wrong. No, that's wrong. There you go. Alright, that should be it. So with the offline strats I practice, I've succeeded 18 out of 21 times. I've done the Black Knight fight 4 more times in the practice room and only failed it once. So here's hoping I don't fail the fight. But first of all, about this actual chapter, which hopefully I only have to do once. I have Gwimpish deployed. He's gonna be awesome because he's really bulky. So he has 21 defense, which is ridiculous. And with the Night Ward equipped, which is equipment that boosts your defense and resistance by +2, he now has 23 defense. His resistance is 9, I think, which isn't very good. But by using a Pure Water and a Night Ward, he gains a +9 boost to resistance. In other words, on top of having 9 move and having decent weapons and offensive stats, this becomes an awesome tank and helps support Marsha in this chapter.
Yeah, he's also a very good unit to use. He comes with the Paragon skill. He has good bases and good growths, so he's very usable.
But yeah, so we want to make kind of a detour in this chapter because there's an important skill we want to get in the upper left corner. So we're going to have Marsha open this door here. Gwimpage is going to heal. Shout out to Gwimpage. And this chapter is scary because all 3 of the units I have deployed have a reasonable chance of dying. Ike is the most likely chance of dying, so like, I really hope he doesn't die because that means I'll have to redo this entire chapter.
ああ、なるほどね。これで開けたからボス部屋が見え、あれか。
Yeah, so we're gonna see what happens. Upcoming on this turn, there's gonna be a mage
今
blocking
見えた
Marsha's
ね。
path.
色違いがあったからあれか。
Kill that mage and also take the chest key from her. Chest key is gonna be important for grabbing the chest in the upper left corner, which it has the resolve scroll. And resolve is a skill we really want to put on Ike for endgame. But yeah, so like I guess there's not much going on. Not much else going on. I don't know how to talk. I can talk about Ike's skills right now. So he has the Wrath skill equipped, which we got back in chapter 18. The Wrath skill, what it does is if you're at 50% HP or lower, you get a plus 50% added on to your crit. So if you have a 0 crit on an enemy and you're at half HP or lower, you have 50% crit. On the other hand, he also has Adept equipped, which has a skill percent chance of letting Ike attack twice. Both are very valuable for the Black Knight fight, and you still want Wrath for endgame anyways. And this is much more reliable than using Ether, which is Ike's mastery skill, because Ether's activation rate is only skill percent, which is the same as Adept. And a Wrath crit does about the same amount of damage as Ether anyways, except Wrath has a 50% chance of activating anyways, like getting a crit, so its chances are much higher. And since you can combine Wrath with Adept, you basically have a solid setup for the Black Knight fight that, in my experience, it probably has like a 50% chance of winning roughly, as opposed to using Ether, which is like 50%, 60%.
The other strat that would be nice and that we'll be switching to later is Resolve. But Resolve is actually what he's going to be picking up in this chest here.
Yeah, so we can't assign a skill during a chapter.
どんどん近寄ってくるね。
But yeah, so that's the setup I have for the Black Knight, and hopefully we'll defeat him. We don't need Miss, but you know, why not have her? More girl representation.
I've got a pretty important donation if now's a fine time.
Go for it.
I've got a $4.99 donation from PX who says, Keys, get off Twitter.
His ego is so big.
I'm preaching the truth right now, okay?
Alright, so this boss has really good stats. He's very scary. He's very bulky. He has a Night Ward equipped, which gives him a defense boost.
And one more thing.
He has a Brave Lance, which attacks twice. And one more thing.
Halford has an ability that can make him survive.
彼2回攻撃するって言ってたね、ボスが。
Oh, wait a second.
ボスがなんか2回攻撃するからうんぬんかんぬんって言ってたけど。
I was supposed to give Ike an elixir, but I took Ike's elixir to Marsha, so that's going to be a problematic. Hopefully... No, I can fix it. It's fine. I can trade next turn.
It's fine.
It's fine. Okay, he needs to dodge. Okay, good. So, you got the Miracle sign ready? Because this boss is going to activate Miracle, probably. Here we go. Miracle. Miracle. Ow. Miracle?
自己分岐者この奥だな。
by the way.
おい、ダメージが。
Ah, the miracle never happened. This run has been miraculous. Disappointing.
How boring.
How boring, I know.
さすがミラクル。
Why isn't this working?
I kind of honestly wish one thing silly happened in this run. Although we had the counter, so that's good enough.
Yeah.
So, but hey.
We had Rolf.
You had Rolf.
Thanks, Rolf.
Thanks, Rolf. Blame Rolf.
If I don't see somebody like draw something up on Twitter that just has like Rolf like sad while everyone's yelling at him, I'm like,
someone please draw that.
If they haven't already.
Like he's just sitting there, he's like, aw, aw.
Oh no, not another spear.
Right,
don't forget this. I've forgotten this so many times.
Also the trade.
Yes, that is important. Thank you.
優勝の書。
Have another elixir. Alright, here we go. Black Knight fight.
特効薬を
None shall
上
pass.
げまくってましたけ
None
ど
shall
今。
pass.
Tis but a flesh wound.
73.
あれ
Ow, that
1 対
hurts. I
1?
spire them is bad.
Yeah.
That sucks. That's gonna be iffy. On the plus side, of Black Knight's hit rate's good, which is we want. There we go. Bad sign. This is all your fault, Keys.
Hey man,
But you don't actually need a trained Mist to heal him here, by the way. But it's nice to have one.
Yeah, so now this is the typical thing that you're going to
回
see.
復
He
され
has to
ます
hit, and if he hits, Ike has a 50% chance of getting a crit.
Good.
Nope, no crit. Ike is actually lower on strength for some
No
reason,
crit?
too. That's a little problematic. We'll manage. We were in this situation before the run, and it worked out, barely. So, let's see. Alright.
最初は1対1
24% chance add up, 50% chance of a crit. Good.
Good.
There's a crit.
Good.
So that's turn 2. We have 5 turns to beat the Black
お
Knight.
おダメージ出る
And
ね
we're gonna get a strength up here. Not sure why he's lower on the clearance.
level
here.
up.
He's supposed to be at 26 strength coming in this fight. Whatever. Alright. Are you hyped
あ
for
れ
Mist?
敵が増えた
Are you hyped for Mist? Let's go! Mist! Let's go! So a lot of people probably haven't seen these animations. Right
Let's
here.
go missed
Woo! Bob. Soul? 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 Oh.
Nope.
She has an 8% chance of activating Soul. Aw. Boring.
Oh.
Agreed. Agreed. It's actually nice to kill these priests. That's the real reason I deployed Mist, so she can kill these priests, because they have a random chance of healing the Black Knights when he's lower on health. It really sucks if it happens. So, yeah. And the Black Knight does not attack Mist. You don't have to worry about that. Hit.
Hit, hit, hit.
Good. Nope. Okay, that's turn 3. I have 2 more chances of a Wrath.
Nope
Assuming I don't miss any hits. Go. Let's go.
2
Mist.
回で死
Go,
ぬな
Mist.
ダメージもう一回やるかもう一回やるか
Let's go, Mist.
もう一回来るか
Aw.
No soul.
No soul.
もう一回来た
Disc, disc. All heart, no soul. Alright, get out of there.
ちょっと待って
Alright, hit.
ヒーローの名前何になるんだこれ
An adept crit will be nice. He hasn't adept once yet. Good. There we go. There's
Yeah.
adept
Yes.
crit. There's a crit. Another crit. One second one.
おクリティカル
Oh.
However,
おお
We
1
have
残
another
った
We do have another turn.
So as long as Ike doesn't miss,
actually, no. Heal him with mist and then just attack.
1 残っ
can.
た
But if he misses,
He's
that's
at
game
what?
over.
Oh yeah, true.
If he misses, that's game over. So
So this would be safer.
yeah, this is safer. All right, hey, missed. Peace out.
Bye, Mist.
Bye, missed.
Thanks, Mist.
All right,
He did good,
Ike
Mist.
cannot miss. If he hits, we're good.
Fortunately, his biorhythm should have improved since that first turn in here.
誰が
Okay,
パッパを
yes,
ゲットするか
we got
で
it.
ジェシカになりましたね
Ooh,
お終わっ
barely.
た
You're indeed brave tonight, but the fight is mine.
Yes.
And since he doesn't have to face half it again, we had no miracle this run. The RNG does it all for us. To cost a run or just a turn, the timer ticks, you feel anger burn. It's a miracle.
Beautiful.
It's a miracle.
I got to move adept.
Oh well.
Okay. Beautiful. Okay, we have 2 chapters left in the run. I'm gonna remove adept right now.
Honestly, we should like have this signed by everyone and put this up for a bid war. $5 minimum entry.
By the way, just in case you
Animations.
forgot, animations.
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah,
Mm.
forgetting animations in turn 2 of this chapter is kind of
アニメ
terrible.
オフ
You
に
lose
して
like 5 or 6 minutes.
でこ
It
こ
would be a
も
lot, yeah.
It would
こ
be a
こ
lot.
もここなんだ
This is another siege chapter. Kind of guess what we're gonna do.
ここも制圧か
Fly, fools!
Just wing it.
Just wing it. So we have this guy named Tibern. He's a yellow unit. He's incredibly OP, but again, we want him to do nothing because it wastes time. So we did kind of a smite. He dodged! He dodged! Oh my god, I've never seen that.
Wow.
Will he survive? Will he survive? He's gonna survive! Oh my god! Wait, can I keep Mordecai alive in this chapter?
If you have Marum rescue him, I think Marum would die instead.
I was
If
supposed
you-
to unequip Marsha. I forgot about that. Hopefully that doesn't mess anything up. It shouldn't. I don't think it should. Because the enemy AI is really finicky on turn 2, because the positioning of Marsha and Ike are really specific. And barely, everyone will barely be out of your way for the throne. So it's going to be really iffy. I didn't want her to kill these units, but I think it should be fine.
This is fine.
Yeah, it should be fine.
It's fine, TM.
Fine TM. Just remember to unequip her. Oh, one last leaves the girl. Okay, can I keep Mordecai alive? I think I can. Oh, dang it. Oh, no, no, no. Wait.
大量にいるね。
Smite him in there.
I could, but...
Send him down there and then smite him with Marim.
I could do this. Save Mordecai! Save Mordecai! See, Mordecai's supposed to die in this chapter. But I've literally never seen him dodge before.
This is happening.
Oh, this, oh god,
this
is 5-10% chance.
にしろや。
Well...
Well, Mordecai's gonna die.
Well, something wrong is bound to happen eventually. Something wrong is bound to happen. That's like around a 5 to 10% chance. And like a 50% chance of having that chance in the first place, so... You know, it happens.
Yeah, the end strat there, as you may be able to guess, is having Marsha kill the boss and then Ike sees.
Yeah.
So, if she's asleep, she can't do that.
I mean, in the legendary...
何だったんだ今の。
Put them to sleep.
Animations.
Yeah, animations.
I'd like to think that something like that's possible. Alright, Mordecai. Sorry, buddy.
Sorry, buddy. At least Hawkeye's alive. This is why I use Pure Water on Ike, because the Bishop, if at Ike's base resistance, the Bishop's always going to try to put him to sleep. But I don't have time to use a Pure Water on Marsha, because she has to use both of her player faces to pick up Ike and then drop him.
なんか設定ミスったんかな。
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Well, he can dodge twice. Maybe. Oh.
Bye, Mordecai.
Bye, Mordecai, friend of humans. Rest in peace. Yeah, I've literally never seen Marsha get put to sleep there before. That's never happened before. I knew it was possible.
Yeah, she has a really high resistance stat, so it's quite unlikely.
It's not super high. It's just enough for so if the Bishop rolls 1 lower magic, he's not going to try to put her to sleep. So like, his chance of trying to put her to sleep is determined by what magic he rolls, which is random. So.
重要じゃないらしい。
Here we go. Hopefully he rolled lower magic this time. Okay, I think we should be good. I think the second Bishop, the Sleep Bishop, moves right after that, so should be fine. Yeah, we're good. Alright, so Ike actually has the Ragnell equipped, which is his ultimate weapon. It's really good. It's a 1-2 range weapon, which fixes his weakness. It's incredibly powerful, very accurate, has 5 crit. And the big thing here in the context of this chapter is that it gives him +5 defense, which is really valuable, because Ike, without that, Ike would have a chance of dying.
お、ダメージが大きいな。
But she'll be fine. But yeah, we just kind of wait it out so we can read a donation or two here.
Sure thing. We got $250
Wow.
from Tails Fox 88. They say Woomy.
Oh.
$5 from Kyo again, who says, "Go Black Knight, go." Good.
Too late for that.
Too late.
And $5 from Mac Attack.
Too late.
This is the real MVP.
To be fair, if she didn't kill those priests, they probably would have healed him.
もう終わってんだよな。
Yeah, let's go, Miss. Girl power.
Girl power.
Quick reminder, folks, there are 4 prizes available up until the end of this run, including the one that Kirby is displaying right now. So if you want to enter in for the chance to win those,
まだですね。
$5
まだですね。
donation for the
ちょっ
strategy
と
guide,
時間が押してるので、
donation for the other 3
セットア
prizes.
ップがどうやら、
Almost done.
毎ゲームちょっとセットアップに時間がかかってるみたいなんで、ちょっと遅れてますね。
Which unfortunately can go wrong, so yeah, I admittedly made my estimate a little bit tight, but hey, 220 estimate, perfect. Okay, come on, long enemy phase, hurry up. The woes of speedrunning Path of Radiance, or rather, Path of Animations.
Path of Anime.
Path of Anime. Alright, so the good thing about Marsha getting put to sleep last time was that we don't break Girl, because Girl was at 1 use left.
Let's go, girl.
Let's go, Girl. That is the last kill Marsha will get in the run.
Thanks, Marsha.
Thanks, Marsha.
You did so well.
Alright, last chapter. So we're gonna give Ike Resolve, which is a skill that activates when you're at half health or
で
lower. just
次
like
で
Wrath.
終わりかな。
Except in the case of Resolve, what it does is it gives you a plus 50% boost to your strength, skill, and speed, which is really valuable.
あ、これもう最後
Yeah,
だ。
so he has a high chance to crit, and his hits are more powerful to begin with.
He has a 100 hit too, which is nice.
敵将
I
の
can't
撃破
miss. Which is gonna be really important for the Ashnar.
強制に
Yeah, without it even capped,
ア
I
イク
wanna
もし
say
くは
his
ナー
hit
シル
chances are
怖いなって
around
書いて
70
He
to
does like
80% display.
he does like 9 damage.
Yeah.
So you really want to have Wrath Resolve. Hawkeye's last smite. You did good. I forgot, Mist was supposed to shove Raisin, but she's mounted now, so she can't. Alright, this is the second and last piece of the
敵将
recipe
撃破
set.
で終わり
We're
か
gonna kind of warp Raisin all the way up. So we can get Marsha pretty much 2/3 of the way across the map in one turn. Okay.
3人から1人選べますと。
So Ashnard has a trigger point where when you hit a certain trigger line, he becomes activated and chases you down. This works differently in the Japanese and English version of the game. In the English version, I think the strat is to kind of go straight through the middle, but you kind of want to go around the side in the Japanese version.
Yeah.
The trigger point's like one line up, like 2 tiles above the stairs, you see?
In the English version, he really only attacks in the higher difficulties, whereas in the Japanese version, he just does it.
Yeah, from what I remember correctly. I think like English is technically a little faster on this chapter because of how his AI works. I don't know. Localization changes. Don't ask. Okay, so we drop Ike here. Now Ashnard is triggered because he's gonna go ahead and attack Ike. I almost ended turn there. That would have been bad. Alright, so Ashnard has to hit Ike. He has a roughly 2/3 chance of hitting Ike. If he hits Ike, both Wrath and Resolve will activate, and Ike will have 2 chances of a 50% crit. He just has to land one of them. So he has to hit. Hit. Good.
Good.
Okay. 2 chances of a 50% crit. Okay.
お、いいね。
One more. Come on. 50. Ah. Okay, that's fine. I'm guaranteed to finish the run. Because the worst case scenario is if Ashnard misses. Because if Ashnard misses, Ike can't do anything on player phase. He has to just run away. But if Ashnard hits Ike, even if I don't get a crit, I can still finish off Ashnard on player phase because he has 100 accuracy and is strong enough to finish him off. So like, I'm sad I didn't get the crit, but like at least Ike
ナー
got
シルっ
hit.
ていうのは理由です
Because
ね
the。worst case scenario is
な
I
るほど。
would game over and have to start over this chapter, and that would kind of suck. So it's all right.
And just to be clear, time is not on the final hit on the boss, it is on the final save.
Yes, time is on the final save.
Which will be shortly after it.
Oh my god, it's so long.
Yep.
Path of Radiance, or rather, Path of Animations.
Path of enemy phase.
Path of
敵が多いね。
Path of Anime Phase. Alright.
敵が多いからこの
Let's do this with
敵を
animations.
動かすのが早い多いですね。
Alright, let's do this. Get a crit. For the fanciness. For the swag. No! He got no crits. Oh well.
What a loser.
What a loser.
Game over, to be honest.
Just game over.
So time will be coming up in probably about 30
It
seconds.
takes like 20 seconds to die.
It's very soon. Time is coming up.
Or less, actually.
Right about now.
Time.
There we go.
あ、終わった。
That's Path of Radiance. So, I guess, so you want to do it?
早っ。
Yeah, I think,
それぞれが
I think we have
それ
just
ぞれ
enough
めっ
time
ちゃ
to get
早っ。
through this, honestly. Unless someone wants to veto, I'm not seeing any vetoes. So this is something that was supposed to happen during the run. We're planning on doing
I'm
it
stupid, I
anyway.
forgot it. So, okay. You ready for this? Okay, don't skip it.
なんかトレンションあったっけ？
Who are you? What have you done with Nesala?
誰だまだジネサラはどこへ？
This is something everyone
お
should see.
お。
There can be no doubt. I gaze upon
い
the
や
last
見る
living
よあれ
wonder of
あれとまさ
Serenity
しく
royalty.
幻
Those
の
golden locks.
セリの相
Witness
続。
how they gather in the morning sun and
朝日を
multiply
受け
its
輝く黄
brilliance.
金の髪の
The
美しさはどう
gentle
だ？
luster of those argent rings.
柔らかな光沢を持つ白銀の翼は魔法が洋族の証。
Absolutely magnificent.
素晴らしい。全くもって素晴らしい芸術品と言えようぞ。だからなんやねん。
The fortune I paid the Raven King seems like a pittance compared to this.
これが私のと思えばキルバソーに支払った大金も惜しくないというもの。
Sold me?
ネサラが私をお前に売った。
You are exquisite, even in rage. Now, if you
お
behave yourself,
お、
I'll
怒った
grant
か
you
怒
a
った
life
か
of
こいつ。
Ow!
Punch him.
何おとなしくしてるわ豪華な
My
させてやる。
beautiful nose.
Bishop Oliver, you winged freak,
だ
you'll
この
pay for
俺の
that.
話美しい腹が。
No, no, you mustn't harm him. You mustn't ruffle
や
a
めろ、傷つ
single
けてるだ
feather
ろ。
of those gorgeous wings. My beauty, you mustn't be frightened.
怯えて
Time
る
will
だけ
come
だ
to。see how kind and charitable a master I can be.
時間をかければ自由が人間わかる。よくわからんこの流
So
れ。
frightening, how delicious.
何この
We
流
must not be
れ。
separated for a short while. Loyal servants, attend my words. You must not raise a hand to this one. Prepare his meals with care and do not disturb his rest. I would not see his countenance marred by displeasure. Herons, you see, are such delicate things. And then at the proper time, yes, the proper time, when will it be? I say to you, those haughty senators and their ilk have looked down their noses at me for the last time. I shall show them all. Oh, but I must have a grand stage, one where none can fail to see me. The Serenese royals are creatures of legend, and when I arrive with one at my side, I can hardly wait to see Dugados' face.
Nesava, you wretch! Curse your eyes! How dare you do this to me?
Curses. Right. I think we're gonna cut off here.
There's one other one. It's a little bit shorter. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Do it.
That's the village and just do it anyway.
yeah.
No? All right. That's all right. You can cut it off for now. Thanks a lot for having me up here. It was fun. And thanks for the support. I want to give a quick shout out to the Fire Emblem community. I don't have much time, but definitely shout outs to Gwimpage, who also ran this game a lot.
ビンタでダメージ受けるがひ弱な足族。なるほ
There's a
ど。
lot of other people I like to give a shout out to, but we're behind schedule, so as RPGLB2018 edition, so let's go.
All right, thank you, KirbyMastah,
はい。
for an excellent Fire Emblem 9
という
Path
わ
of
けで、
Radiance run.
ファイアーエンブレム
Want to
草
quickly
原の
mention
奇
that we
跡
got a $120 donation from Hactical. Who said put this towards Pop Champ for the DQ8 hero name, and that means that